Baron Barr has joined. Oh,
I am
fresh
so
out of the
fucking ready.
field.
Look at me, man. I got all my PPE. I'm full ready.
Dude, I I don't think I fully processed yet just what the transformation I'm looking at here, but I'm impressed though.
Look at the hair, bro.
Yeah,
I got the bar too. I'm fucking ready.
Marine Jesus. It's
been real,
Marine
man.
Buddha, I guess, with the Hindu stuff in the back, or the elephants.
Yeah, those are my gods, my Hindu gods.
Boy, I don't know. What's the symbol? Do they do the little finger thing?
They do a lot of finger stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they have to with all like the 8 arms and stuff they got flowing.
Yeah, that's this dude, Krishna. He's like a shapeshifter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, in like Hinduism, like God can take like many forms, whereas like in Christianity, God comes in like one form as like Jesus.
Yeah.
So like Christians won't recognize like Hinduism gods as like real gods, but Hinduism gods will recognize Christianity gods as gods because they just see it as like Krishna impersonating Jesus.
Okay. This
Probably the most accepting religion.
Yeah. This is a very interesting turn. I did not expect the podcast to start out like this, but I
man, we got so much to get into. I got a whole bunch of show and tell stuff, some funny stories, some crazy shit.
I'm already excited because you mentioned that you were going to go make a drink. I've always wanted to know who DePriest was because I've heard people talk about him, and I found my Latinaholic shirt sitting in my closet. So we're we got good vibes going right now.
Stop.
The trio is alive.
Drinking Tanner.
Got some
Oyster.
Making some rye old fashions.
That new Riff single barrel.
Do I need a drink now? Because I'm the only one without an alcoholic beverage right now.
Yeah, dude, get one.
You know, I'm gonna have to go get one. Let me throw on pants up.
Tanner's pro Diddy.
Yeah. No, I'm not pro Diddy at all.
Wait, you tried to get P Diddy? Like, I know you're a recruiter, but like, I don't think he can get in right now.
No. We're talking about doctors. I was saying how Barr looks like a homeless Dr. Disrespect, and they were going into how his how that dude lost his career.
Look like crazy homeless vet who's like in his backyard. There's satellites in the sky above my house.
A lot of people say that they'll become that kind of style, but you, sir, actually did it though. Mad respect.
I'll tell you what, yo, you better listen to me because I got some authority tonight, dude.
Oh my god.
I got my fucking patch on.
I feel so underprepared right now. I mean, I have my Marine Corps stuff right next to me, but I feel uber underprepared right now.
Dude, when I put the sleeve on, I had to like undo the Velcro, and like I haven't heard that sound in like forever. And when I heard it, I instantly had a flashback to the OOD hut and was like, oh no, bad vibes. Bad vibes.
Since I'm in the West Coast right now, maybe I should put on my deserts just to have a good matching symbolism.
That'd be funny. Tanner looks like he's about to go on fucking Libo, bro.
Yeah, it's like the 128 shirt I have.
Yeah. What is it? Not get what a beach patrol or something, whatever they call it. Like when you got to be shore patrol.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking reality TV show, bro.
Shore Patrol. That's the name of this episode, Shore Patrol. I guess just to bring me up to speed at least and some others. So I knew you were in Cat Bar, but can you just guys enlighten me as to like where you play into the 2-8 story, like who you guys were, MOS, where you were, all that?
Yeah, so fucking Sergeant DePriest and I went to SOI together. We went to 2-8, came to 2-8 together, both dropped in the Cat. I stayed in Cat throughout my whole entire duration of 2-8. He ended up leaving within that first year being there, going to Echo, I believe. Golf. And then he later came back to Cat like on my last year, which was the bee's knees. That was the shit.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Definitely both machine gunners for the 31st podcast. It's got some perspective. Like I was the heavy guns machine gunner in Cat, and then he was like the medium guns, like line company gunner.
I was kind of like kind of did everything. So I saw both sides of the job. But yeah, my career was after I left Cat, I went to Golf Company, and then there I was in the 240 section, and then I went from ammo man to gunner to team leader to squad leader, and then when we came back off the MEU, that's whenever I re-enlisted. And one of my re-enlistment incentives was to go over to Cat. And then where I went over there, I went VC for like 3 weeks. How long was I VC for?
Yeah, it was like 3. It was like for battalion fix, and that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I was vehicle commander for like 3 weeks, and then I was section leader, and then on the Okie deployment, I became the cat platoon sergeant for a little stint. So it was a good time.
So literally every single step of the ladder you've gotten to climb up.
Pretty much, yeah. So everything from bitch in the line company all the way up to the cat platoon sergeant. Yeah, I've done it all. So it's been good. I really enjoy the MOS. So that's why I kind of got with Barr here for the 31st episode. Let's get some 31s on here.
That's fair.
Dude, last week, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think. I was like on my couch, and somehow I came across like the fucking podcast on Spotify. I was like, what the fuck is this? Because I saw Lieutenant Colonel Sieverts like on an episode. I was like, I know that name. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I realized you had a podcast. I was like, whoa, like that'd probably be pretty fucking fun to do, because I got a lot of like footage of shit of like training events and just crazy stories.
Yeah, and that's literally, I mean, I obviously it's not like 2-8 related per se, but it's like, I mean, obviously the more people that I knew or that like, you know, were in the cohort, I mean, the better, because that's pretty much the audience who it all is right now.
And also, like, shout out to you for like running this platform and putting the time to do this, because like this.
Oh, for sure, man.
And like, I think it's cool that like you're doing this and kind of like keeping culture alive for like all the dudes who like who dropped the 2-8 with us can like still keep memories alive, and also dudes that are still like in the Marine Corps in 2-8 like follow your shit, and they're like, I don't know, just kind of keeps them up to date with like a podcast that they can assimilate with or like feel familiar with, because there's nothing really like this anywhere else.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't really like, 'cause I don't know if you weren't on the baton. I don't think so. It's like I never imagined it like going from being I never imagined it going from drawing memes on a whiteboard to literally like everybody almost, you know, it's been an entire enlistment since we all dissipated, and now like we're all still together, just, you know, mobbing where we're at in life.
You know those memes where it's like all these companies started in a garage and it's like Windows and like Apple, and then there's like Soul, it's like this company started in this shitty ass Berlin whiteboard. Worse than a garage.
No other Marine Corps page, not even Terminal Lance, not Goons Up. Nobody has the lore like we do.
No, literally from the ground up. So
how do you want to drink it there? That looks like a straw.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Twisted tea, rocket pop flavored.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yes, sir. It's cherry, lemon, lime, and blue raspberry.
Yeah, that sounds like a one and done kind of thing. You get drunk off of that, you'll be shitting your brains out. That's nasty.
Where are you at in Arizona?
I'm in South Phoenix. I'm in I'm in like a suburb called Ahwatukee. So
okay, I was like, don't say Apache Junction, but good.
That sounds ghetto as hell, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, it is. It's like the white trash of Arizona.
In the name.
How do you know? Did you live in Arizona at all? Are you from here?
No. You ever watched the movie Bad Santa?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude, you haven't? Okay, it's Billy Bob Thornton, like this like little fucking midget guy, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. You gotta watch it. But he's like a Santa, like breaks it, like he'll do like a mall heist every like Christmas. He like plays as a Santa, and then this one, like they go to Arizona, they're at a mall in Apache Junction. They hold the place up and they rob it, but it's fucking hilarious, dude.
Okay, so, yeah, I'm very behind on my movie homework culturally, so I'll have to catch up.
Bro, did you even go on the fucking Mew? You didn't watch any movies?
I did, but
watching all the fucking rated R movies, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you got all these TV shows, porn, fucking just everything on the hard drive.
Yo, I'll admit it. I jerked off so much on the Mew, like probably average like twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. It was so
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, bro. I had the setup though, so like I was in New York where we had like the racks you could kind of like sit up in. Yeah, you know how you can like draw your curtain across for like privacy. Yeah, well, I collected a bunch of cardboard and like made a cardboard outline of like the frame of my bed so I could like drop it down, so I had like an actual solid wall that like no one could see through. So I was just in there like sauna, like beating my meat nonstop.
Yeah, dude, like people still heard that. Dude, they've heard the
Nah, I'm silent, bro. I occupy myself, bro.
There's just some picture or video of all the cat guys. Like, look at this great memory, and you have no idea that what Barr's just doing, like in the corner of that video.
Dude, no one has any idea the shit that I got away with. It's bad. Like, I want to say there's so much I want to talk about, but I actually can't because it's like it may or may not be incriminating. So, but then, like, I could give you like probably 2 episodes of shit that was just bad. Straight.
Hey, thankfully, we have enough room for 1 episode full of your bad shit. So
I can dance around it.
For the 0331, not day, but for the 31st episode, did you guys have anything in mind or like stories or perspectives to share? Because not a machine gunner myself, so I can't. Not only so much I can dig around.
We can start by saying that we represent Weapons Company tonight.
I don't even know what you're holding up, but yes, sir, we do. Put my hand. I pledge allegiance to Weapons Company.
Boy, right here. I don't know if you remember this, but this was in the Weapons Company office, like above the door that you come into.
How'd you get a hold of that?
I took it on my way out when I EAS. I also took this fucking placard. So these are the placards that command uses when they have like what do they call them? When they like pass out orders like before like battalion effects or anything. Yeah. So they put these in front of every company. I was like, yeah, I want this one too. So walked out with that. But actually, this one I got permission to take by Captain Snell, who's now Major Snell, I believe.
Honestly, I love looking at this picture. So I have a picture of Barr on my top left, you DePriest on my top right. And it's just like, this is like the 2 paths, like the 2 avenues. It's like that meme of like where you can go in your Marine Corps career after 4 years. Which way, Lance Corporal? Which way? Like the priest, like being a recruiter, like are you a little worried that some of your guys are gonna find this video and be like, you know what, this is who I'm gonna be, like this is my role model right here?
I mean that's like one of the reasons why I'm on this episode is like really talk about recruiting or staying in the Marine Corps in general.
Yeah,
because I'm coming up on, it'll be 8 years next month for me.
Congratulations, good sir.
Thank you. So, but if any of my kids found this video, and I say my kids loosely, like that's just what we call them. They're not actually my children, but my kids that I put in. If any of them find this, no, I mean, I think they already want to be me because I didn't really sell them on the Marine Corps. I sold them on being me. Like that's like one of the things that they want to buy. Every kid or what the Marine Corps is, but really like what you're trying to sell to them is, or what they're buying is to be like.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Most of the kids I recruit, they're like, I want to be a machine gunner. I want to be a badass. I'm like, dude, you're fucking 5'5" and 115 pounds. Like, also you got like a 34 on the ass fat, big dog. So I don't want you buying a machine gun. But no, it's a kind of a grimy business. So at the end of the day, like if you just have the kid, like every person you put in, as long as they're like, hey, my recruiter's like a good dude, like that's really what you want at the end of the day. Because I'm sure like whenever you joined the Marine Corps, you probably did. I mean, what was your purpose for it? Like, did you see a recruiter at school and you're like, fuck, I want to be like that guy?
I mean, mine was like multifaceted. Like one, I wanted to get away from home because I didn't really want to just like, stay like the man child, stay with your parents forever. But like the Marines, they're always known for being the best at everything. So it's like, if I'm going to go serve my country, which, I feel like, there's a lot of kids that want to do that at some point. Yeah. Like, I want to, at least, see if I can do it, or push myself to the best standards that are out there. I don't know a lot of the answers you get, but.
For the most part, yeah. For the most part. For really, like, dude, I've seen a whole bunch of different slews of different things come apart. What the fuck?
No, don't look at me. I'm just testing, bro. All right, we're good.
Why would I expect anything less from Barron right now?
I slipped something in your drink, yo.
Oh shit! This was canned.
Where am I going? You want to get into that opening pick?
Oh yeah. If you guys want to, I assume were you both in that photo?
Yeah. I can bring it up real quick.
Barry, I watched your Battle of Catan video yesterday.
Oh yeah, shit's fucking funny, dude.
Didn't that get like 1 million views on YouTube or something ridiculous?
It's got
pretty
2.3 right now.
2.3 million. Yeah, and what's funny is in the video description I talk about like Marines in I don't know what year it was, but like fighting Gorgonites. And Gorgonites is the trolls from Toy Soldiers. Like I don't know if you guys know that movie. And if you go like to the comments, everyone's like, "Fuck you, Barr. This isn't real combat. Like stop trying to make it look real. Like you're a boot." I'm like, it literally says like that we're killing Gorgonites, bro.
No, the funniest fucking comment to me personally after what I've been through is that one of that dude. He's like, I enlisted a few months after watching.
Yeah. I don't know, you fucking fool, bro. You'll never get to do this shit.
Get this man
DePriest, take
recruit
notes.
driven, dude.
This is how you meet quota right here.
Get this
I'm
man
recruiting
recruit
Marines
driven.
to fucking YouTube, dude.
Hey, Barr, just know you changed somebody's life forever.
Yeah. With my GoPros.
With your GoPro and very good editing skills.
Can you guys see this picture?
I see big ass Gabriel Campbell right there.
Oh, D1.
This is the picture that I decided we would use as the Kickstarter. And this was honestly like the golden years of Cat for me. This was like right before I believe I was a sergeant. And we had Lieutenant Nold as our platoon commander. Staff Sergeant Godfrey, I think, may have been acting platoon sergeant, but like I was kind of like half-assing that role, which I shouldn't have been. I had so much power and I abused the fuck out of it. And I literally tortured every single one of these Marines here. But we came together. We came together at I think Gulf 3. He was like, "Yo, Pit Vipers is doing this crazy sale." He's like, "What if we got the whole platoon Pit Vipers?"
Doc Calloway.
Doc Calloway, that's his fucking name. But anyway, so we ordered like all these fucking Pit Vipers and got them sent to battalion. And Lieutenant Noel didn't know, and neither did Staff Sergeant Godfrey. And like we went into the weapons company office. I think it was like the priest and I were like, "Yo, come out to the quad. Like we gotta show you something." And like all the Marines there in Pit Vipers, like in fucking formation. And we got to like gift them Pit Vipers, and they all thought it was cool. But what wasn't cool is BC and Sergeant Major did not like the glasses, and we would continue to wear them in the field and just piss them off. And this was the beginning of like Cat becoming like outlaw again, because this is like way past outlaw, but we started like
Outlaw.
Mischievous little fucks after that, dude. But I think when I look at this, like I just see this as like a time where a platoon like united under one cause and just kind of gave a middle finger to everybody. We're like, fuck it, we're doing our own thing.
Hey, uniformity, that's the goal of every unit.
Good times.
There's one Cat memory that I do know of that I think, Barr, you were a part of, because you sent me some messages clarifying this, but there was I guess were you guys out in a Japanese village or something like that, and you had a cook-off or something like that, but everybody thought you guys had live fired into the village?
Yeah, we can get into that. So
that's your section, man. So you go right ahead.
Yeah, this is bad. This is a crazy story. So we were doing a live fire range in Oki, and it really wasn't that complex. It was just like a Cat section occupies a berm, lays down suppressing fire, and bounces out. And I don't remember what was going on that day, but like the gunners were having like a hard time either following instructions or clearing out their weapons. Because I clearly remember LT making a point every like range run. He's like, make sure your gunners like clear out on top of the berm before they leave. So like I briefed my section that
we didn't have PSOs, dude. That's why.
We didn't have fucking enough PSOs. Yeah, so yeah, it's on the NCO's fault. So, I tell my section like before we do a run, like make sure you like gunners, you're doing your shit, you clear out your guns. We go, we occupy, we do our shit, we leave. My last fourth Vic gunner, Campbell, very cool guy, had fired.
Awesome Marine.
Huh?
Awesome Marine. Good
very, but no, also just like outside, Marine, just like a very.
Oh yeah, just good dude.
Dude, he reminded me of like
of all the people it had to happen to, dude. It had to be that guy, dude. Yeah. That's what sucks.
Just the nice dude. But anyway, so he was on the berm and he thought he had fired out his entire belt. And he didn't clear it out, which is that mistake was on him. But he thought he fired it out. There was actually a single round in the chamber, and no one knew. We come off the berm, and my Vics are like in a range of file to get off like the range. And he's remember he's the fourth Vic, and his barrel is like pointing forward of him. The third Vic is oh my god, who's the dude who did the the Screamo with fucking iShow speed and Oki. Walton. So if Walton's listening to this, he's the third big gunner. He's like saber gunner. And the barrel of the 50 cal is pointed directly at Walton's head. And Walton looked over at Campbell. He's like, yo, man, like, you mind just like moving that like to the right a little bit? Like, I know you're empty, but like it's like cool or whatever. So he's like, yeah. He moves it, and we start driving like a couple of feet, and I get out to do counts, and all of a sudden I just hear this like boom. And I didn't know that the 50 cooked off. I thought like something exploded because I'm in front of the gun, and that shockwave, dude, is like powerful. So I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And I started like walking over, and I see Campbell in the turret just doing this. He's like,
oh no.
And I knew immediately. I was like, oh shit. So like I look at where his barrel's at. I'm like, no one's hurt. I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Like we'll figure it out later if like no one's hurt. And then there ended up having to be like a whole.
Not how that works, dude.
Yeah, like I didn't know that like I should have left the truck there. I should have left the truck there, but like we ended up moving. And then we had to do like a whole like investigation where like the round went trajectory, because the round ended up like going over like a bunch of training areas and then landed into like some nearby Oki village. There's just a bunch of drama, but definitely a freak accident for sure.
Yeah. Outside looking in on this event, because that was like a kind of a pivotal moment on that deployment. Was that?
Oh yeah, for the whole actually.
So my section had already did the run. So even to give like more context what was going on. So like my section, whenever it did its run, we had like Japanese generals and American generals out there watching my section go through the run. Yeah. It was like concept art, because we were showing these generals that you can actually fire javelins on this range. Yeah. So with that range going on, there was a javelin shot that was going far to the west, was it? Like northwest? That's where the javelin shot was, and it like went like diagonal across the range. So like there, all these big wig, heavy collar motherfuckers are out there. So I finished up my run. Barr goes. So Barr's 2 50 cal trucks. Gun 2 goes down on that run. I don't know what happened. Who was your gun 2 gunner?
I know his face. I don't remember his name. I've forgotten a fuck ton of names, dude.
It wasn't
on here like too. Only's gunner.
Was it the one that was missing a tooth? God damn. Or you only had one tooth? I can't remember.
I had one tooth. I don't
know. But Barr's gun 2 went down, so they moved all the ammo over to Campbell's gun. And dude, I'm telling you, from watching up at the cold pause at the ASP, watching Campbell shoot that machine gun, it was the most beautiful machine gunnery I have ever seen. He would literally rip a burst of 25 rounds clear across the berm, depress 10, and then rip another 25 rounds across. It was beautiful, dude. I've never seen somebody shoot a 50 cal that proficiently. And dude, that gun was just running, dude. It was running like a fucking wet dream. But somehow the last round of his last belt misfired. And he didn't just do this action right here. He was just like, I'm out. And then they drive around it. I remember I was up there. I was talking to a female Japanese lieutenant. And she was like wondering where we were clearing off the range. I was telling her, like, this is the last run. We'll be out of here in probably about a half hour. And I just hear, pow.
This is
I just hear pow. I really look at it. I look at a Japanese lieutenant. She goes, "Oh no!"
You didn't have to do that, Bark. God damn it! Like this is a dangerous combination that I've given you guys free access to this Zoom meeting, because now we're just gonna keep pulling up random shit.
And remember whenever we had to go op pro everything, and then Echo Company had an ND in the armory back at Fuji.
Yes. I love that one, because like you got like Cat was like basically like the front page news of 2.8 for like that 1 week, and then Echo Company does it, and it's like
yeah, dude, it was just nonstop, just buffoonery. Yeah. I'll be honest, dude, Fuji was a horrible time. Horrible. Fights, cook-offs,
Campbell.
Oh yeah.
Campbell,
after that cook-off, all those generals came back.
Now look at
like, what happened?
That right there is peak raw male athleticism, whether you like it or not. That's going to lead Oklahoma to the college football playoff this year.
The picture of him at Oklahoma. He had like
See-
dreads or some shit.
He's 6'6", 257 pounds this year, whatever the stats were recorded.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
massive for high school.
Yeah. Very, very big black African American dude. Reminded
So
me of
serious
Bubba.
question for you guys, because I remember some of us in 81s were talking about this. We were joking about, like, if you have him as your boot, it's like, do you even try to like haze this guy or correct him? It's like, like, what do you do with somebody
Yes.
like?
He's getting hazed. At the end of the day, man, it's like, yeah, you might be fucking big and strong. Yeah, you might have played at fucking Oklahoma, but at the end of the day, I am meaner than you. And I'm going to treat you as such.
I remember like one of the first PTs with Campbell, he ended up like getting hurt. He was like having like trouble breathing, and he also had a bad knee. But we definitely like, hurt him a bunch on PTs. No one escaped our treachery, that's for sure. Especially mine.
That's funny.
I got some boot camp shit I can share.
Yeah, we can do that.
This is
dude, I'm going to Paris Island next week, man.
Oh, that's gay.
What are you going to Paris Island for? To see what? Are you seeing one of your guys graduate?
No, this one is for my RSS that I'm in is like very good. So if you have like a powerhouse station that produces, they'll like reward you by letting you go down to Paris Island to do training with like protocol and RLS, which that's like the receiving. So we're going down there for 3 days. They're going to walk us through the entire process from like yellow footprints, what's going on behind the scenes with recruits, all the way to graduation.
Oh, sick. All right.
Yeah. So it's I've been down there before. Back in February to watch one of my recruits. She was the company honor grad. So I watched her graduate. Dude, I'm telling you, it is fucking weird going back to Paris Island, dude.
You know what's crazy is while DePriest is talking about this, they're not like the audience will not see what Barr is doing right now as DePriest is talking.
You know, we should have said that at the beginning. Like, we encourage listeners to watch this podcast because there's a lot of visuals for sure.
Oh, 10,000%. If you're an audio listener, I just want you to know you are missing out on this episode right now.
Fucking so. If you were ever an artist recruit, you had to make these placards for your DI, and they hang their drill instructor cap on these placards. And I had nominated for artist recruit because I was like, oh, like that sounds dope. I can fucking skate for a few days. No, dude, it was bullshit. It was like me, 2 other fucking recruits locked up in this like shitty ass closet for 3 days. All we ate was box chow. Like I never saw daylight. And they just made us paint placards, and we were instructed to make a placard for Staff Sergeant Stevens here, and we had to hide dicks in it. So like we made this cloud look like a huge dick that we were super proud of, and then on the back side we have another cloud dick that's coming, and then these birds that look like flying dicks. And then we got to put them in a thong, and on the thong print is more little dicks.
Oh, see,
That's
true artistry, the symbolism, the poetry.
Yeah, I mean, it honestly really is good art. It really is.
Yes. Like people criticize modern art. I think this is what gives us hope.
It was not it though.
What'd that guy say when he got that bar?
We didn't get to see his reaction, but the only way I got these pictures is funny enough. I went to Walls Creek Gym like when I was like a corporal. And I saw Staff Sergeant Stevens there. I was like, yo, like, do you have pictures of those fucking dicks I painted for you? He's like, yeah, I got it. He thought it was funny. But he kept falling asleep on the job. So we gave him this, like, icon of the dwarves that wake up sleepy. Yeah, sleepy dwarf. It's funny, dude.
Of all the ones I've seen,
Yeah, we gotta talk about this guy, bro.
It lives.
First Sergeant Braden, the commander of time. He owns the grains of time.
The commander of
he wasn't a bad first sergeant, man.
No, he was just a little wound up because we kept pissing him off, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking degenerates in there. Ooh, I see on your list of what's next is.
No, don't. This isn't in order. This is just
not
random.
in order. Oh, okay. It's just like things to talk about. Okay.
But yeah, I have to have a plan. I got mad ADHD, so if I don't have a plan, I'll go crazy. This is contractor Dousher. when we went to fucking like WTI and he had to move a Vic in his civilian gear. I thought this shit was funny, dude. This is
Isn't he
Canal at
having
the
a
range.
kid soon?
Bro, it's mad fucking homeless, dude. Rifle range was not it.
Dude, I feel like nobody's
got,
safe in this podcast. Like somebody from Cat especially is going to get not Skyline, but they're going to get brought up in the show at one point.
Yeah, especially my fucking seniors. If they watch this, they probably won't. But check this shit out, dude. So that's Miles Davis in the turret, and all of my seniors behind him yelling at him. You can see this one senior Marine.
Clearing your weapon without pulling the bolt to the rear. This is what you can have.
Mr. Gorman. You see this guy right here grabbing the barrel of the 50 cal and then jerking it up and down like this. They ended up breaking all of our 50 cals and ruining the headspace and timing because those grooves are set. And we later learned, like, when they all got out, like I was on another deployment talking to a dude who knew about him. He's like, yeah, like never grab the barrel and like shake it because you'll start to chafe away at the threads and like ruin the headspace and timing. And that's exactly what happened at the range in Virginia that we went to.
Restart a video. I'll tell you if that's Riley or not. I remember what that fucking guy looked like.
I think it's Lance Corporal Riley. This is Kilgore. That's Mitchell.
Yeah.
This is Mom. Yeah, shit was mad sad though, because these dudes used to shit on us and tell us how much we sucked, and like here they are breaking all of our machine guns, like probably the worst thing you could do in Cat, and they all think that they're like cool. I would give it to them. I would give it to them. They were mad tough and strong, but they were not smart.
Yeah.
Three or four that were smart, but the rest were dumb.
Yeah, it's like kind of like some.
All right, there's our guest of honor.
Yeah, guest of honor. I guess some life things for them is like I guess you can lead off of fear, but you can't lead off of fear for a long time because
it doesn't.
Because I'll tell you, Bridgeport they let us off of fear. Like we were fucking terrified.
Yeah, those bad days, bro.
Those were some bad days, dude.
This picture, this is me on Libo and Oki. The first time we went with my Libo buddy. And when we went to Tokyo, like every weekend, and we had this system where we would go to Shinjuku, like the red light district, and we would go to this massage parlor at like 6 p.m. and like make a reservation to get massages at like 7. And then once our reservations were made, we would go to this like all you can eat, all you can drink place, like right across the street, get absolutely hammered. And then go get massages and then get jerked off at the end and then come back to the restaurant and get absolutely hammered again. And we did this like every other weekend. So this is Lance Corporal Barr right after he's been jerked off in Robot Restaurant. Mad plastered, bro. Those were some weird days. And then so those were weekends, and then we would come back to this shit for weekdays.
Yeah.
Where we would be pulling a Humvee up a hill for PT. Corporal Regan made us do that.
You said
Regan. Good leader. Good leader.
Yeah. Regan was the shit. He was definitely like a Marine who like stood by honor. He was a cool guy.
Yeah. Regan was solid. So Regan, not the sparks for you. If you're watching this, you were not bad. You were like, me and Barr here both took a lot of inspiration from you.
Yeah,
I only saw him a few times being in 81s. He seemed like a pretty rock guy, pretty rock solid guy.
But when we were in Oki, when we were in Ojo Jahara and DePriest was in some other far off fucking forgotten land of frozen Japan, it was such bullshit. Dude, it was so cold up there. And anyways, Ulrich got in this incident where he did some like dumb shit when he was drunk, and First Sergeant was pissed at him when we got back to Oki. And
dude, I remember this shit, man. It was rough.
Do you remember the part where we were back in Oki and we had to line up for Libo formation, and one Marine wasn't there, and or Corpsman wasn't there, and it was Ulrich.
And he came down in a Santa outfit, right?
Yeah, and he comes running up, dude, dressed as Santa Claus, bro. And First Sergeant lost his shit, but the whole company thought it was hilarious. Like we all got to witness it in the very moment.
Why the Santa suit? I mean, was this at least in Christmas or like what was?
It was during Christmas time. I think they're about to kick us to 96 or some shit, dude. Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, there's a time and a place to act like that. Especially like you already maybe like Barr might have some good things to say about Ulrich. I like the guy, like he's a good corpsman, but at the end of the day, like he needed a better head on his shoulders. So I don't know. Maybe that's the The
He
senior
should,
Marine in me.
he shouldn't have done it, but damn, was it fucking funny.
It was fucking
It was really
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah,
If he
dude,
didn't do
came
it, we
in-
wouldn't have been able to talk about this. So I say
No.
we say cheers to Ulrich.
True. Yeah, cheers to
No.
fucking Orange, dude.
Cheers, Doc. But yeah,
I found a stripper clip once in boot camp in the squad bay.
how'd that get there?
Dude, I was on fucking Firewatch, like patrolling near like the head, and I hear these fucking recruits like in like the closet of Maytag. I don't know if we all had the same thing, but like we had a closet next to our washers and dryers. It was like full of supplies. Where I did the fucking art recruit shit is I heard dudes talking in there, and I walk in, and there's these like 3 recruits there, and like when I walk in, they're all like hush up. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you promise like not to tell anybody? Like, no, obviously not. And then they just hold up a full fucking stripper clip, and I'm like, yo, like I'm on fucking post right now. Like if we're like it's like 2 weeks before graduation, and I'm like, where'd you find this? And they're like, up there. And they found it up in the ceiling tiles of the fucking storage room. And I was like, put it back, bro. I was like, just put it back and don't fucking say a goddamn thing. Weird as hell.
Fuck, dude. All it took is one of those dudes going unglued.
Bro, Full Metal Jacket. Literally.
Just smoking dudes in their sleep, dude. Just like, you put me on Firewatch 2 times in one night. Pow! Right in the fucking kisser.
It's gotta still be there, dude.
Probably is. Hey, any drill sergeants, drill instructors, recruits, anybody from Kilo Company, go check your fucking Maytag.
What's the whole fucking place, dude? There's a fucking. there's 15
I'm
rounds.
coming down to Paris Island next week. I'll let you know. I'll be there. So.
Pray to God DePriest does not find that. It would behoove you not to. It would behoove you not to check.
But like I bring that up because that was like the very beginning of my Marine Corps experience, and like I remember like fucking Black Friday when you get your DIs, they're like, you will not lie, you will not steal and cheat and all this shit. And then like going all through boot camp, I just saw shit like that, and I'm like, what the hell is this culture? And, like we're all fucking two-faced sons of bitches. Weird.
Liars, thieves, and killers. That's Marines, 100%.
Bunch of fucking psychopaths, actually. The largest, actually, it's proven that the largest collection of psychopaths are within the military, specifically special ops. All those dudes are fucking mad crazy.
For sure. Andrew Wilson, if you're watching this, you're a
Yeah.
psychopath.
That dude is crazy.
He is crazy. That dude's a fucking psychopath.
I want to talk to Priest. I want to talk about the schmutz.
What's the schmutz?
Let's talk about the
You know
schmutz.
about the schmutz, dude.
Let's talk about the schmutz. I can't go into great detail about it.
Exactly. So, like, when I said that there's things I want to talk about that may or may not be incriminating, low key one of them, but like we can dance around it, like be tactful, because
Okay.
it's very well known that there was an incident going around Camp Lejeune. And it was when we were getting ready to go to Bridgeport, or like just overall doing the work up to Okie.
We have gotten back from Bridgeport.
Okay, so it was when we got back from Bridgeport, and we're getting ready to leave for Okie. And a Marine in the Wallace Creek area had showed me and some other Marines of a vape juice that would get you high as fuck for like 15-30 minutes. Like a high that like is not good. And like we all knew it wasn't, but like we still did it anyway because like got us fucked up. And well, it took off from there. So like I showed a couple of dudes, and like they obviously showed a couple of dudes, and then it just spread like wildfire. And dudes were buying up all of this vape juice, and we called it schmutz because we didn't know what it was. It was just like it'd schmutz you out. So dudes were like buying these vapes and schmutzing out at Wallace Creek to the point where like an ambulance would show up once a week at the barracks because some dude would be like fucking seizing out in the quad, dude, like dropped his ass. And it ended up getting to the point where like Marine Corps Command was putting like warning signs like all over like the command buildings, like, yo, like look out for the schmutz. Like you guys can't be doing this. It's not legal. Even though it's not written in the order, it's still not okay. Mm-hmm. And one of these Marines who's in my peer group went to the weapons company office, and when he went in there for like, I don't know, it was like some Humvee shit. It was like something personal. And when he went in there, he heard all of our chain of command freaking out about where the schmutz was coming from. And he's like, "Oh, I know where it's coming from." And he like opened up his phone and pointed at a shop in Jacksonville. And they were like, "Are you sure this is where the schmutz is coming from?" He's like, "Yeah, like everyone goes there to get the schmutz." And then it was like a week later, NCIS had fucking smashed that shop up. And like you'd go up to it and like everything inside was broken. It was a smoke shop with like bongs and stuff, and they had just obliterated the entire place. It was mad, dude.
Disclaimer: I never partook in any of those activities.
Allegedly.
Good Marine right here. Good Marine right here. Still in Marine Corps. Don't kill me. Don't ruin my career. Never partook in any of this. However, my roommates did. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about the severity of which this was going on at. We would get off work. My roommate, he would start playing, goddamn, what was it called? Mountain Blade Warband. He'd start playing that, and he'd just start taking fat fucking rips of his fucking schmutz, dude. Just sitting there playing a video game, dude. He would go, really, like, be so fucked up. He falls out of his chair, passes out, falls on the ground. Be like, "Bro, you good, dude?" He would wake up. He'd be like, couldn't even talk, dude. He's like, at Tater Town. You would think he was special ed back in high school. He was fucked up.
Literally drooling on yourself.
Drooling, dude. It was bad, dude. I was like, bro,
it's
this
ugly.
shit is fucking crazy, dude. Like, why would you want to get like that?
Not good stuff.
I get moved over to golf company. Now, I will talk about this guy. Backstory, he gets in a car accident going home for holiday leave before the first Oki deployment. So, and he fucks his back up pretty bad. So, this guy, he's on painkillers. So he's taking like Oxy, like, I don't know, Valium or some shit, some fucking crazy ass painkillers. And he's also hitting fucking schmutz. And this dude's got a 6-coil fucking mod. Like some crazy fucking shit, dude. He just fat fucking rips, dude, with the droppers in there, dude. Anyways, this dude, he'd be passed out all fucking day, man. And this is how fucking crazy it got, dude. He would just give me his debit card and go get me food. I'd be like, "What do you want, man?" Cinnabon Delights, Taco Bell, get whatever you want, dude. I would go to the fucking Taco Bell, dude, ring up his debit card, buy as much fucking food as I can handle, eat his Cinnabon Delights on the way back, and just leave him on his fucking rack. And like he was passed out, dude. He wouldn't wake up. And I remember one day, dude, I woke him up. He was like, "What day is it?" And I was like, "It's Wednesday." He's like, "It's not Sunday?" I was like, "No, dude." He just like passed back out again. And we were doing like room inspections or something. Somebody fucked up somewhere, dude. I remember Corporal Ellison, Jory Ellison, solid section leader, good Marine. He came up to me. He's like, "Where's?" I was like, "Go in there and talk to him." He walks in there, and the next thing he hears, like, "You fucking bitch, are you high?" And all hell broke loose to this guy. He was having stepped out of the Marine Corps not long after. And he really fucked up because he would have got like 100% disability for the rest of his life if he had not gotten caught getting fucked up on the schmutz.
We had an intervention about the schmutz whenever we went to that range in Virginia. I forget what it's called.
AP Hill?
AP Hill, yeah. And it was like me and like a bunch of like my peers. I'll never forget this. We got like that fucking pizza that's at that pizza place. And I remember just talking to everybody. We're like, we all know we got to stop. Like, this is just rotting our brains. Like, we got to chill.
Thank God y'all did, dude.
Yeah, so bad, dude. It was like just a surreal time to watch that go down and like be involved in it and watch like the severity increase to the point where like it's such an underground thing, and then blow up to the point where like ambulances are coming and then Marine Corps command's like putting warning signs out.
It was a large scale Marine Corps epidemic, particularly at Lejeune, because not only was it going on at 2-8, it was going on at other units too. Yeah. And you also had guys falling out as well. Like that was a dark time.
Those signs are still there. I know those signs are still there because they were there when I left.
I remember the event that happened at AP Hill. It happened in my company. We had a kid. His name was his dad was a master gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps, retired. And this kid had fallen out of the rack because he was so fucked up on the schmutz. And like they're going there to try and tend to him. He's like, fucking, he's fucked up, dude. And they're like, "What's going on, dude?" And he points, he literally just goes like, oh, points at his vape, and they're like, fuck. Admin stepped out of the Marine Corps. Dad he retired out of the Marines. His son's getting admin stepped out after a year and a half. So it was a big deal. Not even a year and a half. Maybe that kid probably hadn't even been in a year because he was a fresh boot at AP Hill. So if you're out there, hope you're doing good, brother, because that sucks.
I will never forget this time. Like I was a freshly like new boot when like Schmutz was going around, and I had hit it like before like I went to bed. I was like, I'm gonna like go to bed and like chill out for a little bit. I'm in bed like freaking the fuck out, paranoid as shit, like high out of my mind. And all I hear in the hallway is like doors opening and closing, like slamming shut. And I know it's my seniors. And like they're getting drunk. And I'm like, I swear to God, like if one of them knocks on my door, I'm fucked. Like I'm like, this is like my worst nightmare right now. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's like, you know how like somebody is like when they're stoned off of weed, they're like what? Like that? Not what Schmutz would do. Schmutz would just make you full on retarded. Like,
yeah, dude. It's like you got suffocated for like 10 minutes with barely any air. Just gasping for air.
No, God bless.
we gotta get off the subject, man. I can't.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how do we go from machine gunner stuff to like, you know,
we gotta get off
What's
it.
in the bait?
Wait. I got one more closing story for it. So my roommate at the time, who was Lance Corporal Alvin, he's actually my neighbor right now. We were roommates, and I had my Schmutz vape on my desk, and I'm FaceTiming my mom, and he has no idea what Schmutz is, and like it's in the vape. And he picks it up and he starts like taking huge puffs of it like behind my head because I'm FaceTiming my mom. He thinks he's like has no idea that he is just taking massive puffs of this Schmutz, and he has no experience with this whatsoever. So then it starts to hit him. He's like, well, I'm a little like lightheaded. He lays down in his rack like a fucking mummy and just is complete paralysis. He can't move. And like me and a couple of Marines are like looking at him. We're like, yo, like you good? And he can't talk. And all you see is a single tear just run down his cheek. And then he later came to and we talked to him. He's like, yeah, he's like, I heard you guys, but he's like, I couldn't move. And all I could do was cry. I'm like, damn, man.
Ruined. Yeah, I'm telling you, that shit was bad news, man.
Some Indian dude selling it.
Bad news.
Just pure count.
Here I am, fucking.
Now, with all said and done, what do you think has longer lasting effects? We're talking Schmutz or the Lejeune drinking water?
Schmutz for sure, man. Dude, the Lejeune drinking water hasn't been a thing since 1987. And my dad, he was stationed there from 83 to 87. He was a corpsman with a 2nd Recon. So he was drinking that shit hardcore. He's doing just fine. So, but I'm telling you right now, dude, if you're heavy on the Schmutz back in fucking 2018, you've lost IQ points for sure. For sure, you've lost IQ points.
What is this that we're seeing here, Barr?
This had the longest lasting effects in my entire enlistment. This
dude, y'all guys got sausage?
Barely,
dude. On the Oak Hill, all we got was rice on the side of rice.
This was my breakfast at like 5 a.m. after like I worked out for 2 hours in the gym. I remember like coming and eating this, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that I'm gaining muscle right now. I'm just hurting myself.
It's well balanced, but it's not enough.
No, dude, at least I'll have meat, dude. Dude, Oak Hill, it was fucked, man. Absolutely fucked. If
yeah,
you
we
go
were blessed on the New York.
Oh, for sure, dude. Because like on the Oak Hill, dude, like I would always go hit the gym, and like I would get done with the gym, and there would be like 45 minutes to a half hour left on chow. I would go up there, chow line ransacked. I'd be like, "What's there to eat?" They're like, "Here's an English muffin and some rice." He's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me, dude! Really?"
You know, DePriest, they say that the grass is always greener on the other side, but you know, I'll take that risk. I would have much rather been on the Oak Hill than the Baton. I went there one time. Yes, like
Baton was bad.
I have sent you videos of what we were living in on the Oak Hill. You posted those to your Instagram story with the fucking shit pond with fucking pieces of shit floating around the goddamn bathroom. You're supposed to take a shower in that? That's how you're supposed to hygiene yourself?
You know, honestly, you know what? I would take that risk because at least you guys had the ability to get sunlight and go outside. Like, we were flight quarters 24/7. I look at the world through like big town, small town in terms of those ships. Like you guys had it. You and the Navy.
That is true. I will give you that point. We at least I would be able to go out on the forecastle, smoke a cigarette, just look at the open ocean, get some UV rays. That was nice about the Oak Hill. But at the same time, dude, it had its disadvantages. Also, the fucking Navy sailors. I don't know if you have any Navy sailors that listen to this podcast. I doubt it.
Cunts, bro. They're
Mostly
cunts.
Cunt. Mostly Corman. We love you, except for Doc Calloway.
Hey, Corman are always cool. They're cool.
Oh, and didn't the commander of the ship, didn't she do raps on the Oak Hill like every field day or something like that? Mm-hmm.
I love women so much, but they should not be in leadership positions, especially in the military. They cannot handle that shit.
This is the part of the episode where we get very based. If you haven't learned, viewer discretion is advised.
That's my opinion, but what the fuck do I know? I got some ship stories, bro. Talk about ships. I want to share this because I don't think people realize like how big these ships are. This was the Chesty Puller. When I went, you can see like a size comparison to these dudes. Look how big this fucking thing is.
Now, Barr, how'd you get on that assignment again?
We were security for this ship, the USS Chesty Puller.
Mm-hmm. That was during the Mew, right?
Yeah, this was during the Mew. Which is great.
Yeah, me and Barr, we both have like very different Mew deployment stories. Barr, he was on a Chesty Puller as security, and then my machine gun squad, and then 2 rifle squads. We went to Djibouti, Africa, and we were attached to Special Operations Task Force East Africa in Djibouti we were there for about 2.5 months. Yeah, so cool. We weren't on ship the entire time. Yeah, I'm 2020 Mew. I'll be honest, dude. I'm not even trying to be like biased or facetious or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, like, Golf Company 28 for like 2019. That was probably the most well-trained infantry company in the Marine Corps. It had to be. Like Major During, he was our company commander. That dude was fucking rock solid. Yeah, all of our platoon commanders, rock solid. Like, and all those Marines, rock solid. I couldn't really maybe 1 or 2 bad Marines I remember from memory in Golf Company, but like that company was fucking stacked.
Shout out
to talking, shout out to Golf. You're talking like 2023 Chiefs, dude. It was crazy.
Do you know they got renamed to Gettysburg Company?
Fucking gay. I'm sure you heard the name Gotti.
Wait, say that one more time.
Have you heard the name Gotti?
John Gotti.
Yeah, John Gotti. Have you heard Golf Company getting called Gotti?
I hear a lot about that. Gotti guns and other stuff like that.
Yeah, Gotti guns. Yeah, so that was actually Andrew Wilson. He came up with that call sign on the Mew. He was like, "Dude, we're fucking gangsters. We don't take shit from anybody. We're fucking killers. Like, we're calling ourselves Gotti." And it ended up sticking, dude. So that's what I need to be my next tattoo is Gotti, because I got Savage tattooed on me. I need to get Gotti tattooed on me. Yeah, no, there's a cat you should get on here. His name's Andrew Hall. I don't know if you know him.
I do. No, I'm thinking of Cody Hall.
No, not Jody P. Balls. I'm talking about Andrew Hall.
I feel like I might know him. I could be wrong, but
this dude was fucking nuts, dude. I couldn't think of a better person to have on to represent Gotti. Either him or John Young. I think he's still in.
I feel like I should make it as raunchy as possible because it's already pretty big, with you and Barr being on. But I should just go all out, just have 10, 20 people on, just lose all control of the show.
Dude, it would just be pure noise, pure yelling. It'd be chaos as fuck.
Barr, what are we watching here?
These is just a cool shot of dolphins off the Chesty Puller. I thought this was fucking sick.
I didn't even know we had a boat named the Chesty Puller on the Mew. That had to be somewhat motivating.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The food was fucking sweet, dude. But I want to talk about this. So when we went on the Mew, as Cat, we had to post security going through the straits. And I was like it was like 504 or 505, like port side towards the front 50 cal. And it was me, Sergeant Benjamin, and Corporal Albin manning this 50. And we were going through the straits through the Mediterranean. What's that called? We passed like the Colossus Islands and stuff. It's the very
Straight going Gibraltar.
Gibraltar, yeah. So we're going through the Straits of Gibraltar, and I have my Ray-Bans on, which are tortoise print, but they look brown. And I had been wearing those like since day one, the entire workup and everything.
I know what glass you're talking about.
Our platoon sergeant, Gunnery Sergeant Hodgkins at the time, knew me by those sunglasses and had never said a fucking thing. And we go through the Straits of Gibraltar, and I'm wearing those glasses. I wasn't wearing my issued PPE. I was wearing my fucking Ray-Bans. And he just decides to chew me a new ass in front of Sergeant Benjamin and Corporal Albin. Like, goes in on me about my fucking glasses and how much of a dork I am for wearing them and shit. Literally immediately after chewing my ass out, the major who was on deck comes out wearing these fucking Oakleys. These lime green lenses that are reflecting like sunlight. And Gunnery Hodgkins turns around and he's like, "Good afternoon, sir." And then goes on to tell him about how moto we are to like protect the ship to the straits. And then they like walk off. And me and Sergeant Benjamin, Corporal Albin all look at each other like, there's no fucking way that I just got chewed out for my glasses. And this major comes out wearing these fucking things, like blinding everybody with his lime green lenses. And we never said a thing about it, but like it was awkward as hell. But like that's also classic Marine Corps of like getting like barked down and shit on and not being able to do it back up because like you just kind of can't in that organization because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass somehow, even though you're in the right. And you can be like, "Hey sir, like you're fucked up for wearing those." Like no one's going to do that.
It's so funny looking at like you talk about that bar and then I see DePriest. It's like there's two different like this is the before and after picture of like when somebody like has faith in the Marine Corps versus when somebody's lost it.
Yeah. Lost it.
So I feel like I want to know more about this though, because like that's like we always talk about the New York, the Oak Hill, and the Baton, but I don't think we know about the Chesty Puller though. What was that ship like?
So it's a Navy ship, and I forget what
Merchant Marines. It's the United States Naval Service.
Yeah, Merchant Marines, yeah. And I forget like what the ship's like purpose was.
That is it's a resupply vessel. So that's the one that will go to and from port and then do the RAS for all the ships out at sea.
And I remember like a lot of helos landing on the ship. Like the United Arab Emirates would do like a lot of training with that ship and like land on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Really, dude, it was just skate as hell. Like we got to ditch off to New York. It was like me, Corporal Albin, and like some line company machine guns from Echo. RIP those guys real quick. Shout out to the Echo Marines that were on the fucking New York. They had it the worst out of all of the ships because
for sure
their berthing was at the bottom of the ship. And like along the fucking roof was like some drive shaft that was turning, that was hitting a piece of metal. And I shit you not, 24/7, all you heard was just metal banging, like at a high RPM. Not a single break the entire deployment. They slept through that shit, lived through that shit. Shout out to them.
Dude.
It's mad scary. But yeah, we went to the Chesty Puller and we didn't do anything. We just like post watch and drank sweet tea and ate fried chicken. It was insane.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's nice. I wish.
Right, what a way to live up to Chesty Puller's honor than to, skate how Marines should.
And we got to go to Bahrain, which was cool. I got some suits made there.
How was the Libo trip there? Because I heard not like good things about it, but it was just like an uneventful port when at least
you'd have to like know the port to like have a good time. Like going as a Marine for the first time, like you don't know what the fuck like the lay of the land is. So we just stayed on base, which was like good enough for us because all we wanted was Wi-Fi because you're on ship the whole time. One thing that was funny, I was with this Marine Kavanaugh and we're on the bus and we're watching this German Shepherd. It was like a stray German Shepherd in the city and it looked both ways before crossing a street. And I'm like, that dog has been living on the street since day one. Like it knows to look both ways.
What do we got here? Oh shit.
This is Gulf 3.
Ooh.
And we're building a pyramid.
What is it made out of? Just what?
Rocks. I don't know
Rocks.
if you remember Gulf 3, but there was like a quarry there with like a bunch of like rock pile stuff. And our platoon had been fucking up. So before we racked out, I was like, you're all gonna build a pyramid out of these rocks, and we built it together.
So you remember Cepeda, dude?
Yeah, it was that same fucking range. And real quick, I want to mention this. If any of my fucking boots are watching this, I took a rock out of this pyramid and it weighed like 28 pounds. And I put that rock in my pack every fucking like movement and hike we did. So like I carried some of the weight of the pyramid that they built. I just want to throw that out there. And it's also why I made them grab a rock that weighs as much as the 240 for our PTs. That's where I got the idea from.
For sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that looks good. We tried to recreate that out in 29 Palms. We failed. We tried to recreate it with sandbags. Who's that? Hajibade. Yeah,
it looks like a fucking hyena, dude, in the dark.
Yeah, for sure. I already know it's Hajibade because all you see is the fucking nods. Other than that, he's fucking
nods. Those are his eyes, dude.
Are those his eyes?
Those are just his eyes.
Yeah, what's that? What's that? That cryptid in West Virginia, the Mothman. This shit's scary.
Yeah. Point Pleasant. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Bard, ever tell you this story where like the BC and the fucking gunner were behind my I was PSO in the 240 on that range. This Marine was fucked up, dude. He was fucked up. This dude left his boots on for like 5 or 6 days, and like he was like walking around, and like everybody else had like fresh dry camis on, and like you could. Like when your boots are wet, like the water will travel up your your pant legs. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so up your fucking pant, dude.
Yeah, so like this dude's like his pant legs are soaked, and his boots just looks like sloppy, soppy wet, dude. And me and the platoon sergeant at the time, he was Staff Sergeant Godfrey, now Gunny Godfrey. We were like, "Take off your boots, man." Took off his boots. His feet were fucked up, dude. Like, when's the last time you took off your boots? He's like 5 days ago. You've just been sleeping in wet boots and wet socks. He's like, eyes aren't. I'm like, fuck, dude. Yeah. The same kid, dude. We got him. We got his feet dried out. Fresh boots, fresh socks.
They look like this, but worse, bro.
Worse, way worse, dude. Oh, there's me right there. Is that me?
Yeah, I got
it. Up and close.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Cepeda, same range, dude. Like a couple days later, we were doing a 240 shoot, and this motherfucker's in the truck just shooting the machine gun. I thought he was done firing. BC and battalion gunner were behind the truck. I was like, "Go ahead, unload, show clear." This motherfucker does. Somehow knew there was one round left on the feed tray and just shot the motherfucker, dude.
But not Campbell.
Yeah, not Campbell. He's fucking mythical. I don't know. And I heard a battalion commander. He goes, "What was that?" I just grabbed the motherfucker. I killed this motherfucker, dude. I was about to kill that motherfucker. That was the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah, Sergeant Major was I don't remember his name, but he was a mean motherfucker that worked up.
Johnson?
Dude. Yeah, Sergeant Major Johnson.
Yeah.
It wasn't Johnson though, dude. It was Gunner Speaks. That was the one that was like, "You're good to go ahead and fuck this kid up." Gunner Speaks, 2-8 legend. He was my first platoon sergeant back when I was a fresh boot in golf company, and he got moved up to company gunny. Went out to 29 Palms to be a coyote, got shot in the leg, was like, "Fuck this, dude. I'm tired of getting shot. I'm going to go become a gunner." And then request orders to come to 2-8, and he was a battalion gunner there. But yeah, that dude's fucking sick, dude. He's killed a lot of motherfuckers in his life. That dude's a solid Marine.
Yeah, imagine being a stall dog and a gunner, and you're on range 400, and some boot shoots you in the fucking like Achilles tendon.
Yeah, no, he was a gunnery sergeant at the time. But yeah, he got shot by a fucking reservist in the leg. Like, God. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the story was he told this to me while I was fucking hammered, but he told this to me. He was like, "Yeah, my wife." She's like, "You're getting shot in Fallujah. Now you're getting shot in America. Like, you gotta go do something different."
I was thinking about this because do you guys remember because I think you guys were both there, but it was the ITX in 2021. There was they were giving warnings to everybody because I guess there was UXOs, there was unexploded ordnance, and I guess some staff sergeant from another unit like lost his foot or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I remember that. It was a Amtrak platoon.
Yeah, like
staff sergeant. He was either like a vehicle commander or something. He stepped on some. It was either 40 Mike or 60 millimeter. Yeah, he stepped on that shit. He got fucked up pretty good. I don't think he lost his leg though.
It reminds me of stuff like that because it's like imagine like you lose or get shot like it's somewhere like in Iraq and Afghanistan, like you may get a Purple Heart, you're welcome back as a hero, but if you do it in California, like nobody gives a shit and you just get made fun of by friends.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not making fun of these guys at all. Like, I'll be honest, man. Like, if you're going out 29 Palms, like if you're a fresh fruit listening to this broadcast, you're about to go to 29 Palms, like keep your head on a fucking swivel, dude, because that place is fucking dangerous. Like, if it's not UXO trying to kill you, it's gonna be goddamn Western Diamondback rattlesnakes, some crazy shits out there. But yeah, like me and Barr know, dude. Like, Cat during that goddamn, what's it called? MWX. What was that shit called? The fucking huge ass regimental exercise we did?
I think
it's MWX. Yeah, MWX. Yeah, we saw some crazy shit, dude. That was a fucking good time. That was probably the best time of my Marine Corps career. I'm sure it was yours too, right, Bar?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's right, dude. Y'all guys got stuck out in the fucking out in that like flat land because of a flat tire, right?
Yeah, I'll get into that. I just want to quickly show.
I want to get into that too, man.
What are we looking at? So we got Connell, we got
fucking goat nuts right there.
I don't know if those are real or not.
No, those are real, dude. Those are his balls.
Yeah, I don't know how you would fake that. That's
but damn,
Cody, I'm sorry, man. Your podcast is demonetized. You can't.
No, I know. I already have a lot of editing to do. I mean, I'm prepared.
Blur it out. Yeah, no, my experience during MWX was fucked. When we did MWX, we were like behind the entire battalion, like holding like rear security, because no one trusted us because of our lieutenant. So we'll call him PC Principal was what we used to call him, because he looked exactly like PC Principal with his fucking sunglasses on. She was great. But anyways, so we're like parked in this field, and like, well, when we're driving into the field, we get a bunch of flat tires. It was like 4 Vics all got flat tires, and we were stuck in this field for entire like NWX. I ended up leaving the field to like go help like some other people, and I come back, and it's Corporal Only and like somebody else. They come up to me, and they're like, Master Sergeant's pissed. And I don't remember what his name was. The Master Sergeant?
Tom Holden.
Master Sergeant Holden. Then he's like, Master Sergeant.
Solid Marine.
Yeah, no, it really is. And I'm like, oh, fucking great. Like, I leave my NCOs for like a couple of days, and I come back, and the first thing they tell me is Master Sergeant's pissed. I'm like, what'd you do? And they're like, well, in the middle of the night, like a helicopter flew over the field, and we all manned the guns in our boxers and just shot at it. And I'm like, all right, like, did you fucking kill it? And they're like, yeah, we ended up killing like an enemy bird. I'm like, all right, cool, like that's all I care about. And then I go over to Master Sergeant, and he's like, you're fucking Marines in the middle of the night in the underwear shooting machine guns in the sky. Like, I wasn't here, dude. Like, I can't do anything about that. But he was pissed. Weird times. And then we just sat in that field until it pretty much ended. It was a waste of resources.
No, they had a because what were you? You were Cat 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Cat. So he was Cat 2. I was Cat 1.
Cat
2 had a fucking miserable time during NWX. And Master Sergeant Holden, great Marine. He's one of the big reasons why I became a recruiter. But yeah, but our story is a little bit different. We didn't get any flat tires out there. And what was that place called? It was like the fuck, dude. I can't remember what it's called. Pretty much this whole area that we were in that they got all the flat tires. There was this massive like flat land, and there was like a to the west of this flat land was like a huge lava rock formation, and then to the east was these 3 mountains. They called them 3 sisters. There was 3 hills, pretty much the same size, and it was again just like a flat land just south of the I-40 going into Barstow. They all got flat tires there. They were stuck there. You were abandoned pretty much by the battalion.
We were abandoned.
Yeah, they were abandoned by the battalion. Cat 1, we were still good to push. We had both of our sections at full strength. Yeah. Nothing but good words for this fucking guy. Dude. He's probably the best platoon commander I've ever had to serve underneath.
Lieutenant Noel.
Yeah, Lieutenant Noel, dude, straight cowboy. Fucking would go to the gate hell for this guy. But pretty much our platoon was laid out. We had Section 1, Section 2, Savage. We were pushing. We were the forward element for the entire battalion, and we were doing mechanized reconnaissance for the battalion and some shaping operations going out to Blacktop Strong Point. These pictures are cracking me up.
I'm just showing Yuma pictures while you talk about Yuma.
Yeah, some Yuma pictures. But going out there, man, we like me and Lieutenant Nold, I was his like top section leader at the time. There's also Sergeant Moss. I think he was Sergeant Moss at the time. He was a section leader Cat 1 or Section 1. I was a section leader of Section 2. But I was in the command vehicle. The command vehicle was a Polaris Razor that had me and Nold in it. Because like our thinking at the time was like nobody's gonna waste a missile or shoot a burst at a fucking Polaris Razor. So we were the command Vic, and me and him got the fucking like inspiration like blitz.
Love that photo, by the way, Bar. Not to cut you
Yeah,
off.
that's a good photo. But yeah, we had the inspiration just like some blitzkrieg on these motherfuckers, man. Like we did not stop. Me and Nold were probably awake for about 50, 60 hours. I can't really remember. But we went through, we took out an enemy sniper team. We killed a heavy machine gun section. We traded some LAR units. There's a couple of like LAVs, but like, we were able to like kill those cats. And we also traded a fucking half of an enemy cat section. And I remember like we pulled into this wash, and this was like right before we all got killed. We were in this wash, and like all of our Marines are going to sleep for the night, dude. I was up on the hill, just kind of like looking what was going on through my nods, fucking smoking a Marlboro Red, just chilling, dude. And like I was sitting there having a cigarette. Lieutenant Nold walks up behind me, and we just see Echo Company, dude. They roll by in fucking tracks, man. Lieutenant Nold's like, what the fuck are these motherfuckers doing? Like, me and him, we were both on a fucking same page. Like, we are going to be the number one motherfuckers. We're going to be tipping the spear going through this shit. And Echo Company just blows past us while my fucking Marines are trying to go to sleep in the sack. And he was like, go wake up, everybody. Tell them to get ready. We're fucking pushing. I was like, yes, sir. Go down there, wake up all the Marines. They're fucking pissed. Some Marines are fucking bitching, shit like that. I was like, hey, shut the fuck up, get in the Vic. You would sleep in the fucking Vic. The drivers and the VCs are going to only be the only ones awake, as well as the gunners. Yeah, there's me getting fucking a lift on, dude.
I don't know how we keep a straight face with this stuff.
That's a good side by side, bro.
Anyways, we get in our Vicks, man, and Echo Company, they roll up to Blacktop Strong Point. And for those that are like listening or like don't know about 29 Palms, man, Blacktop Strong Point, it is this point where this area out in 29 Palms where there's two massive fucking mountains. And the only way to get from one side of the training area to the other side of the training area is by going in between these two mountains. And we saw Echo Company roll right up to that shit, dude. They offloaded and they were just walking around like there was nothing fucking going on. We were looking at this shit through our past 13 golfs. And Lieutenant was like, fuck this, dude. Those motherfuckers aren't going to be number one. So we got all the Marines up. We were pushing echelon right, going across the fucking desert. Just slow blackout. We're going 5 clicks, 5 clicks an hour. And then next thing you know, we see Echo Company. They get engaged with a bunch of fucking all these Marines from 2-7.
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of shooting going on. Lieutenant was like, "Oh, we're in the thick of it now, boys. We're rolling. We get all the way up to the fucking mountain. No contact, nothing. Silent. We offload. Got gunner speaks in my back seat. So once we get there, we roll up on some like barbed wire, C wire. And I was like, I just kind of made the ground decision. I was like, Moss, take a jab team, push up to the top of that hill, fucking use your thermals, look at what's going on down here. I want a team here on the trucks. I want a team to push out. And then a team with me, we're going to go recon this wadi, see if we can find another way around the mountains. I knew they'd have guys somewhere in the pass between the mountains, so I didn't want to fucking deal with it. We were walking up this washout, this wadi, and next thing you know, like we see like a Polaris Razor. There's two dudes asleep next to it. And we walk up to these two dudes, and they're the fucking OCs, the Coyotes. They're racked out next to this fucking Polaris Razor. What are we looking at here, Bar?
You said Moss used his thermal, so I pulled up a video of 31.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. So,
This is Moss looking through thermals.
yeah. So we see these guys, and we're like, wake them up. They're like, we're coyotes. I'm like, okay, these guys are coyotes. I know that there's fucking, like, these guys are watching some Marines. So we walk a little bit up more of the wadi. Fucking Gunner speaks. He goes up on a hill. He looks down at us. He's like, we fucking got him. Next thing you know, I turn the corner around this fucking rock formation, dude, and I see 3 Humvees and a fucking line of sleeping bags of a bunch of dudes fucking racked out. I was like, oh, fuck, dude. We walk up. We're walking in the middle of these fucking 30 Marines all asleep, dude. Gunner speaks, dude. He walks up to these motherfuckers right in the middle. He fucking he thumps the dude with the muzzle of his M4. And the kid wakes up and he's like, what the fuck? Gunner speaks. He looks into the fucking eyes and goes, yeah, hot napping. And just lights all these fuckers up, dude, with his blanks. Our coyote that was with us, he's like, yo, dude, fucking stop, man. Like 20 feet. Gunner speaks just running through his bag, just lighting these motherfuckers up, dude. And like, we're all like, what the fuck else to do, dude? So we just start lighting the dudes up too. We kill all these kids that are asleep. And fucking Lieutenant Nold was with me. He was like, hey, DePriest, find the highest ranking guy here, find out what he knows, and then go find a map. I was like, yes, sir. I turned around. I was like, hey, which one of you motherfuckers is the highest ranking guy here? Next thing you know, I hear, why? I was like, yeah, you get over here, bitch. Dude walks over. I was like, I turned on my fucking headlamp, dude. I was like, who are you? I shined the fucking my red lens on him, dude. He's hiding his fucking collar like this. And then Lieutenant Nold walks. He's like, let me see what you got there. Okay, pulls down his hand, first lieutenant. We both started laughing at the guy. He's like, what do you want from me? Lieutenant Nold's like, dude, you're a fucking bitch, dude. I'm not gonna name names. I know this guy's name to this day. But it was fucking hilarious. Anyways, we get a map from him, and I'm like looking at the map. Next thing you know, I fucking find out we drove into a battalion defense, full-on battalion defense from 2-7. So I fucking run back to the Vic, man. There's like one of my combat engineer attaches with like there. He's freaking out. He's like, Corporal, my friend got captured. I was like, what? He said, my friend got captured. I was like, all right, take me to him, dude. Right, walking up to these guys. And like, I didn't even know I was in the middle of this fucking platoon defense, dude. I ended up getting killed. But my section returns fire. They take over a fucking mortar section, like, hole. You know the holes they'll dig for mortars? Like the big fucking holes? You're a mortarman, right? Yeah. They ended up taking over one of those, dude. They're just like launching fucking rounds into this defense on handheld mode on their mortars, notionally. But it was fucking sick, dude. We ended up, and then I remember Cat 2 coming along with the Wook wagon.
The wood wagon?
The Wook wagon.
No, the Wook wagon. Okay.
Dude, it was fucking hilarious.
High back, dude.
I saw y'all coming across the desert, dude. I was like, "Oh, fucking come, dude! Y'all are about to get smoked."
Our section drove through a fucking minefield, and we weren't told that it was a minefield, and we ended up like all dying.
Yeah, dude. I was on the rock, dude. I was on top of my JLTV. I was like, "Fucking go away, dude! Like, don't come here. This is a bad place to be if you're in 2-8." Yeah, it was all of second battalion Senate Marines. Their whole battalion was there defending that strong point. Dude, I'll be honest. Like, I only had half a cat section at a time. We fucked those guys up. They were very discombobulated. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, what's 20 dudes gonna do against 700? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a NAM from that. It was pretty funny.
You did?
Yeah, I did get a NAM from that. Wasn't presented to me at the fucking ITX. It was given to an admin Marine that was very good at DTS. That guy could go fuck himself because he was just good at his job. So I remember Godfrey came out to me. He was like, dude, this kid, he's an admin Marine. He's very good at DTS. We can't present it to you here. You'll get it when we get back to the East Coast. And I was like, this is fucking horseshit, dude.
Hey, well, don't worry. John Basilone is proud of you. The spirit of the machine gunner lives.
That it does. I got that award too. Good times.
Me and a bunch of my NCOs had to lie on a fucking libo trip that we planned during Yuma. This shit's funny. So actually, before I get into that, we had this thing called the Hateful Eight that when I was there, I got my like third or fucking fourth hazing investigation from this this like weird like German kid that was in our platoon like called us out on hazing when we took him out on a PT. So what ended up happening was just really there was no hazing. It was just a hard PT because they had been fucking up like all throughout Yuma or ITX. And what had happened is a fight broke out between one of these junior Marines who cried hazing and another. And I guess he lost or was like infuriated about it. And he's like, I don't like this. So he cried hazing. And me and a bunch of the team leaders got called in by Captain Snell. He's like, y'all are under investigation, like the 8 of you. He's like, right now, like you have a choice whether to like hold your peace or to lawyer up. And he looked at me and I was like, oh, I'm lawyering up. And everyone followed suit and we all lawyered up. And like they didn't want to fucking push that investigation any farther. So they just like quickly moved them out of the company. Like, let's just snuff this under the rug. And I don't have a picture. I have the picture, but I couldn't find it. But it's me and all the NCOs, like all gang shit with our rifles, calling ourselves the Hateful Eight because they hated us for that stuff. But
I'm telling you, dude, Cat, if you're a junior Marine in Cat, that was a rough place to be.
it always is when you're a junior Marine.
It always is, yeah. Because like, dude, we had it worse than they did, for sure.
Oh, absolutely,
for sure, yeah. But it's still not an easy place to be, looking back on it. But at the end of the day, like y'all guys, if any of those guys are watching this podcast, like why we did that, it's like, yeah, that shit's hard. But at the end of the day, like fucking, like I've never been, but I know combat's fucking hard too. And I want you to be ready to pull my ass out of the fire if need arises, because I fucking pushed you a little bit harder back in America.
Yeah.
So there's a reason for everything.
It's still grit.
Just still grit, still discipline. I just wanted to make you a hard motherfucker. And if not for the Marine Corps, probably for the rest of your life, because next thing you know, like you be getting married, having kids, shit like that shit's hard too. You always look back at the time and be like, oh, I remember when Sergeant Barr, Sergeant DePriest fucked me up and I got through it. So, and then now they're getting through that shit
You
too.
see tracks in the hallway, they do, they have meaning in life.
Yeah, they do. Hazing made me not be a shitbag, plain and simple. I was on the path to be a shitbag. I got the shit hazed out of me. I turned out to be a good Marine. So it works. It does work.
Sergeant Barr and his NCOs told PC Principal when we were at Camp Wilson that we wanted to go on Libo early because we had like a week-long like Libo break after fucking ITX. We're like, yo, we want to go a couple of days early because Leone's little brother is getting married. And like, we all want to be boys like at his wedding, like wearing blues. Was like our sales pitch, but in reality, we wanted to go to Sunset Music Festival that was like happening earlier before the limbo break. So we pulled it off, and they all thought we were going to this fucking wedding, but instead we went to Sunset Music Festival. And here's fucking Corporal Marshall and I fucked up as hell at main stage.
Dude, we got shit hammered at that place, dude.
We got a piñata and we named it after PC Principal. The shit was funny. But here's only here's Marshall.
Damn, look at that girl's wearing back there.
This is Leone looking like he's got Parkinson's right here, dude.
Marshall, Miles Davis.
This picture only, bro.
I got to get him on the show. He seems like he'd be a fun time.
Oh, dude, only solid, dude. He's fucking solid. Dude, Barr,
good comedian.
Between me and Barr, nothing's better than fucking champagne drip set there at Sunset, dude. That was fucking solid. Matter of fact, hit me up, dude. We got planned something here soon.
Dude, it was this DJ Champagne Drip, and he comes on, and like all DJs have like crazy like intros and openings, but his visuals was the Joe Rogan like icon spinning. And we're like, yo, we're all watching Joe Rogan right now here. Like, it's fucking crazy.
That's what I thought, dude. I remember Ashley, dude. I told her, I looked at her, I was like, hey, get the fuck out of here. It's about to get crazy. I like pushed her into the crowd. And she like ran away to get the fuck out of there, dude. And all hell broke loose, dude. Yeah. That shit was a good time.
Speaking of ignorance, here's some ignorance.
What the fuck's going on here? There's PC Principal.
Nah, that's one of the engineers, LT. He's actually super cool. This dude here.
Is that? No. Well, no. Who's the guy putting on the cover? That's PC Principal, right?
Nah, it's somebody else. He wasn't with the unit.
Dude, I thought that guy looks like Ring Staff with the glasses on. That's got to be Ring Staff.
No, it's not.
You sure? Dude, I see the mustache on the guy. That's Ring Staff.
Stand by.
Dude, that's fucking Ring Staff, dude.
Let's do this. Leroy!
This is some of the best display of urban heavy machine gunnery you will ever see. Yeah, smoking them cats.
Smoke,
Talk about a well-timed 50 to run that good with fucking blanks.
dude.
This is ingenuity right here. This is ingenuity right here. Keep on going, Barr. What? They're using the fuck, it ends right there, dude.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, they're using the fucking that chair right there. That is like the way to move the machine gun through the building. Fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Funny story about Scarin. He was recruited out of my recruiting office. I don't know how his name got brought up, but I looked him up in our system. He was recruited out of the office I'm working in. This motherfucker, dude, he broke his back, has a fused disc, and still got into the Marine Corps and served as a fucking machine gunner. That shit's fucking solid. That's solid.
He was a quick learner. He wasn't bad.
No excuses.
Dude, solid. Dude, solid. For sure. So.
Going back to Oki, there was this time where DePriest and I went out to town and got super drunk, and we came back on the base. We came back on the base plastered, and the command has their own squad bay, and we snuck into their lounge, and we found out that they have a pool table there, so we started playing pool. And then they also had airliner bottles that we started drinking, these little vodka airliner bottles. So
dude, we didn't go out in town, dude. This was
no, we did go out.
Doc Robinson, best corpsman ever, right there. That guy.
We had dinner.
That's as good as it gets as a corpsman.
We had dinner at the local town. It begins with a G, but
yeah, Gotemba.
Yeah, that's where we got. Yeah. We had dinner, got drunk, came back.
Okay, and then we went back, and then fuck, dude, what was going on, man? I can't remember.
I'll tell you. So we snuck into command barracks, got drunk there more, and then we're walking up to our squad bay, and we're talking. We're like, "Yo, if everyone's asleep, we're gonna wake them up. We're drunk, we're gonna be ignorant." So we came on, and everyone was asleep, and we flipped the lights, and we started fucking yelling and blaring dubstep and just being fucking assholes. And we woke everyone up, and Gress was pissed. He's like, yo, y'all can't be doing this. And we made a deal. We're like, if you and Robbie beat us in a game of beer pong, we'll go to bed. But if you don't, then we'll just run it for the night. And this is a video of Robbie's last shot.
Wait for the
These are animals and cat, man, right here.
We stay away.
It's rough, dude. I feel bad for them.
We were fucking Animal House, dude. I miss that shit so much, dude. Just getting fucking shit hammered. And there's nothing but 40 fucking brothers to your left and to your right. That shit's awesome.
It's crazy how much we gripe and moan about the Marine Corps, but then when we see this stuff, it's like,
oh, dude, I'm telling you right now, dude, my junior Marines were griping about that night, dude. But I'll be honest, I'm sorry if I did that to y'all. Sorry. Yeah, I know it's fucking annoying. I know you want to. I know fucking phase 1 was blaring in the background while you're trying to get some fucking sleep. But that's probably one of the best memories of my life is, dude, I don't know how many of you did it, dude, but we were fucking automatic that night, just sinking them in the fucking cups against Grass. Yeah. That shit was awesome. Grass, you listen to this? Good Marine, man.
Good swimmer.
Good swimmer. Fucking great swimmer, dude. Good machine gunner, too. Hope he's doing all right.
It's things like that like are bonding moments in the Marine Corps, and also things like this. Like when we were in Ojo Jahara, this is my section, and we built a fucking snowman because we were like stuck at an intersection for like 3 days, and we ended up getting in a JLTV to run it over.
Yes.
Cody, I got a question for you, man. Do you wish you would have stayed in?
Dude, honestly, dude, after I did the Sieverts episode, like that shit has me like considering going back. Like it's just how motivated that man is.
Bro, dude, if you are serious about going back or serious about going back active duty, I will be your recruiter for that. I can fly you out to fucking Knoxville and I'll make it happen.
Oh, you're doing it in Tennessee? That's where you're recruiting?
Yeah. I'm for those that are listening to this show, I'm the recruiter here in Knoxville, Tennessee. God's own Knoxville, Tennessee. Go Vols. But yeah. You
I
come
feel
out here.
so bad for having to cut you off. I just see bars just like grin.
No,
grin
dude,
with
this
smile.
this is a good story in and of itself as well. Me and Barr, we had actually DJ'd at the O Club at Schwab this night, dude. And then at midnight, they were like, "Hey, shut it down! Y'all guys are being too fucking obnoxious. Like y'all are done." So we walked back to the bricks, dude, and this van right here, it's in the video, man. The fucking Marine Corps Community Services MC, I guess that's what it's called. I can't fucking remember. But they put this van out there as like a pay and smash or smash and cash, some kind of shit.
Break it for fun.
Yeah, break it for fun. They were going to do that later for like Schwab Fest or some shit. But what a bad idea to tell Marines, like, hey, this van is in front of your barracks because in the future you're going to pay money to beat the fuck out of it. But you don't tell Marines that.
No, because they'll smash
The next
it.
thing you know, dude, me and Barr, we get done playing a fucking nasty goddamn set at fucking the O Club.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Nasty set, dude. Yeah, the place is fucking turned up, dude. And we go back at midnight, dude. We see the van turned over, pouring out oil, dude. We're like, fuck, dude. So I believe Moss, he's in the picture. Yeah, he's wearing the blue shirt there on the far left-hand side. He was like, hey, let's turn this thing over because it's leaking oil. Moss is somebody you need to get on a podcast too, dude. He's
he would be good.
He is a 2-8 veteran. He's still in to this day.
So I guess with being the 03, 31, 31st episode, I'm curious to hear what you guys think as I just thought of this. What does it mean to you guys to be a machine gunner?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Protect your brothers. All day. Protect your brothers. That's what it means. At the end of the day, we are the only thing that's keeping the riflemen and the mortarmen alive against the enemy because we suppress wherever the fuck they're going. So at the end of the day, it means protect your brothers.
Yeah, I could agree.
Like your job is to support the 0311 to get on the objective. But even if that means shooting the bad guys or them shooting at you so they can run the fuck up there, it means protect your brothers. That's what it means.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say you're as a machine gunner, you're not like in the killing role. You're obviously the supporting role. You're supporting the killers, and like I feel like machine gunners might actually have a really hard time kind of swallowing that pill because they're so egotistical and they're like, oh, I'm the big bad guy with the big guns. Like, nah, like you can chill from a distance and be like very like strategic, like with your fires and like really help the people that are getting to the objective to do like the fucking boots and doors and stuff.
For sure.
But like outside that, like cultural wise, I'd say just be fucking mean. You got to be strong and like you got to be just be pissed off and mean because like you're carrying the heavy shit. Really
absolutely, yeah, dude. You got to be mean as fuck, dude. You got to be a fucking meat eater. Like this shit ain't easy. And whenever somebody calls goons up, guns up, whatever the fuck it is, like it's fucking time to rock.
Goons up.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, man, it's like any machine gunners listening to this, it's not all about you. Like the entire Marine Corps exists. Its entirety, all 356 MOSs exist to support the 0311 to get within 300 meters of their objective so they can go fucking stick their M27 IAR barrel in a goddamn bad guy's face and blow his fucking head off. That is the entire purpose of the Marine Corps, is to get that motherfucker into that room or into that objective so he can fucking shoot that motherfucker in the face.
You need to be right tight down, bro. Getting on fucking
Yes!
There you go. There's some stolen fucking SL3 right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
bro.
DePriest, I hope there's going to be a line of college rejects and high school kids just ready to go into your office.
I already
Make-
got him, dude.
Gunner.
I already got him. I'm a fucking great recruiter. Not trying to seem biased or anything, but
Be biased.
actually,
You're damn good at what you do.
I'll be biased. Dude. This is I'm actually done with the job. I'm going to MEPS, so I'm going to be like the guy that looks over all the enlistment packages and sends people to boot camp. So I'm
Well,
done
I
being a
thought you were gonna say
recruiter
you
here.
look at something else, but
Yeah, so I'm done being a recruiter. The new guy that's replacing me actually checked in today, and he's fucking solid. But yeah, dude, I'm done being a recruiter. Thank God. It sucks. It doesn't really suck. I'll save that for the end of the episode because I know you asked us like, what do you say the guys are still in? So I'll give my spill on being a recruiter.
Bro, when you get those kids, you need to go up to them like this. You're getting shot at. You're getting shot at.
You get fucking shot at? No, dude.
Get
That's
shot.
where fucking Lance Corporal's in the fleet. Oh, I'd rather Lance Corporal do that and smoke a cigarette and drink some fucking beer rather than me trying to just get off at a decent time to go home, cook some dinner for my wife.
Dude, and to the Marines that are in, get yourself one of these fucking dummy grenades and keep it on you in the field because I used to love this shit. Like when I was in leadership position, dudes would just be like boots would just be smoking around joking. Throw one of these at them as just like a unspoken training ritual to see like who reacts. And you want to look as like the leader, you want to look for the dude who doesn't fucking move. And like that's your problem child. It's a really good way to like snuff out fucking laziness.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't move, go punch that motherfucker right on the nose. For sure. 100%.
Kill them.
Kill him.
Hey, I want to give a fucking shout out to McDonald. Dude's a Mustang now. He just passed OCS.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
good for him. Cheer. I mean, my can's empty, but cheers.
Cool guy.
Refill
Really
your
good man.
fucking drink, man.
That was the last one I had, dude. Like I only got
No
one.
empty beverages in the podcast.
I got sparkling water if you want me to drink that.
That's better than nothing. Close your eyes and call it a White Claw.
Oh, what is this?
This is a Marine shitting out a window in Wall Street.
This is
Fucking
Wallace
Christ,
Creek.
Hey, that's Wallace Creek, dude. I don't recognize.
Not
this,
our bricks, but I think the unit behind us.
Was it 1-2?
Whatever
Is
unit.
that his shit on a window?
Yeah, he stuck his ass
Bro,
out the window in chat, dude.
Dude, what the
So
fuck?
nasty.
Was he on that? What was that drug that we were talking about earlier? He was probably on that.
Yeah, you're schmutzing. And also shout out to Eli Coletti with his criminally insane fucking stick.
Tanner Collins too.
Yeah, they're still kicking it.
Still
Yeah.
kicking it. Fuck yeah.
Cool dude, man.
Barr, shout out to you as the musician, dude. Your new fucking track is sick.
Yo, wait, hold up. I think I broke 1,000 plays. I'm like really close. I want to check really
For
fast.
those of you that don't know, Barr here, he is a
Not yet.
EDM producer. He
There
produces
you go.
some fucking wild ass tracks. They're fucking heavy.
1,037 plays in the last 7 days. Now, if you check this out, if you look at my wallpaper, this says 100 plays in the last 7 days. So I've 10x'd my fucking play count in like a couple of weeks with zero
First
advertising.
off,
Hell
Barr,
yeah.
my favorite track from you, See the Demons. This is the best one.
Let's
Best
see
one.
fucking demons.
Now, I know we didn't tell this story. to
We should
Cody.
talk about that story.
We should talk about that. We should.
What's the story?
Absolutely.
This is what the OOD wanted to do when saw demons, bro.
Mm.
Blow his noggin off, man.
Oh, dude. Weren't me and you both in our room that night when that happened?
Yeah, so from what I remember, it was just like a regular Friday, Saturday night, weekend kind of like deal. We're off. And DePriest and I in our rooms, and one of our like staff sergeants came in. He's like, "Hey, like just like want to give you this update." He had gotten drunk at like the O club or the E club, and then went into the OOD.
Not even, dude. He didn't even go to one of the clubs. He just went
Just
down there.
walked in. I guess he just walked into the OD hut acting possessed, like he was having a fucking exorcism, and was just screaming stuff about demons taking him over and like freaking out. And then the chaps came in, Chaplin, and tried doing something. And he was not having it. He's like, no, fuck chaps. Like Satan is speaking through me.
No, there wasn't Chaps, man. It was Lieutenant Wyman.
Well, yeah, he was on duty, but chaps came too.
No, dude, it was Lieutenant Wyman. He's the one that walked in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still gonna use his Hispanic name. They'll know who he is. We'll say Lance Corporal Hernandez. He went in that place, whipped his fucking dick out right in front of the OOD hut, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on, dude?" And they secured him, got him into like the duty room. The only thing that was in the duty room was a mattress. They were fucking holding him down. And our platoon commander, Lieutenant Wyman, great guy, fucking great platoon commander, solid individual.
Shout out Wyman.
Yeah, shout out Wyman, great sax player, man of God, solid dude. Yeah, solid guy. He walks down there, dude. He sees what's going on. He's like sitting there processing all this information. And all he sees is like, he's asking Hernandez, he's like, what's wrong? Hernandez is like, Hernandez is dead. Hernandez is possessed by a demon. Fucking Wyman's like, demon, power of Christ compels you. Leave Hernandez's body. And Hernandez is like, and there was a fucking exorcism going on in the duty hut because this Marine decided to get too fucked up. And his platoon leadership needed to go down there and fucking perform an exorcism. So anybody out there saying about becoming an infantry platoon commander, just know you may have to perform some exorcisms in your future.
Yeah, you just might.
That shit, that's got to be one of the funniest things to know about, man.
Oh, it'll definitely get its own clip when I start posting like sneak peeks and stuff, though.
I want to show Flannery and Lacoste here. I just have like a couple of snippets of them. They were on here.
Man. Good old Trout face. There he is.
So like these dudes alone are funny as fuck, but together like exponentially funnier. They're some goons. And in Oki, they used to get so drunk, and I don't know how I have this, but this is them freaking out over a pot pie.
Finally, what are you scared of a fucking knife? You're scared of a fucking knife? Finally, better even cooking. Oh
my god!
4.5 minutes, Fred. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! Put it in a fucking microwave. Holy shit!
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
Cajun.
Are you ready, Flannery? This dude's cracked me up, man.
I got to get them on another show together. I got to do it.
I want to segue.
Good Marines, dude. Good Marines.
I want to segue into this though. So this is Flannery and I think this is Thanksgiving, like right before Thanksgiving. Lieutenant Colonel Sieverts threw like a pizza beer party in the battalion.
Oh, dude, that shit was sick.
It was
Old
sick.
Man
Yeah,
Sieverts, dude, that was fucking awesome, dude.
I'll never forget this.
I got a story whenever I was walking into the CP for this event. It was fucking hilarious. But go ahead, Barr.
I was like walking out of my room and the duty came on. He's like, Marines, the BC has ordered beer and pizza at the battalion building. Like, seriously, like, go. Like, no one's there. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And sure as shit, there's like kegs of beer and pizza, and like dudes start showing up. And we all start getting fucked up in the battalion building.
It was madness, dude. And like you had the
Today.
battalion commander there drinking with us. It was fucking awesome.
And
yeah,
then,
dude, this one right here, dude. This right here is fucking hilarious.
Oh shit!
Because then he would have got the bullseye. He would have got it.
it's fucking pinpoint, dude.
Oh,
It's so accurate.
what was that removing that from your hand?
It actually didn't hurt that bad.
Were you
Yeah,
hammered
he-
like beyond the feeling at that point, or?
We were pretty
drunk.
fucked up, dude. Not gonna lie.
It didn't hurt
Um,
bad though.
all right, do you know like what I went through like the night before? Did I ever tell you this story?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I met this girl on Bumble. She went to Belmont Abbey College, and like I went out there, dude. Like me and her, we went out, hung out. I stayed the night in her fucking dorm. course, Belmont Abbey, it's a fucking Catholic college. Boys, girls. No co-ed shit.
I remember this. Yeah, this is
Yeah, no co-ed shit, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. My wife ever listens to this, she's gonna be pissed. Yeah, dude, I was in this girl's dorm over the night, man.
got that dog.
Wake up in the morning to her fucking roommates, like waking up and finding out I'm there. They're like, get the fuck out. Like, and they're like, who are you? And then like the girl I was with, she's like, he's a Marine, he's okay. And then one of the girls is like, my dad's a Marine, he's a master sergeant. Gets on the phone, starts dialing. I was like, fuck, dude. I got the fuck out of here.
Not fucking
I get the fuck out of there, dude. I'm sitting there bailing, dude. I'm like driving down fucking I-74. I'm texting this girl. I'm like, I see your friends really like who I am. No text back, nothing, dude. Anyways, I roll back up to 2-8 for this event going on. So I'm rolling up. Barr already texted me. There's a casual going on up on the Donnyman's bar. Anyways, I go into 2-8 and the fucking OOD stops. He's like, "Hey, you're the priest, right?" I was like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "Did you get fucking arrested last night?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Dude, they sent out an APB on your ass. Like PMO's looking for you because you got arrested in Charlotte last night." I was like, "I did not get arrested." They're like, "What happened?" I was like, "I stayed at a girl's apartment. Her friends came in. They did not like me being there. One of her friends called her Daddy Marine, and then I bailed." They're like, "So no police involvement, nothing." I was like, "No, sir."
I did not
It's
hit her.
I was like, and he was just like, "Go away, dude." And like, dude, it ended up being like a month-long thing. It was like, I don't know who this dude was. I don't know who your daughter is. Go fuck yourself, for real. Like that shit was bullshit. Sorry, a girl wanted to get dick down. I gave her the dick. Like fuck, dude. Like I'm sorry. This is my hole, right?
It is our hole, dude.
Our hole. Our hole.
So for the 31st podcast, this is our advanced machine gunners fighting position that we got in trouble for. So there's
solid fucking hole.
There's T-shaped, L-shaped, and all these.
And then
other,
there's the fucking X-shaped, baby.
Yeah, no, the Iron Cross is what we call it.
The Iron Cross.
And they were pissed because they thought we were lazy, and we sure were, because look at us chilling in here.
Look at that.
Danny McDonald right there on the left.
We were slumped.
Yeah, slump. Solid Marine.
Yeah.
I actually got the Marine Corps medal for fucking saving some kids drowning out on the beach.
Yeah, this dude on the left, he's the guy that's the Mustang that I was talking about earlier. Just past SCS.
Solid fucking Marine, dude.
Dude, so I also have this. This was moments after Mother Nature broke our fucking dicks off, dude. We did an 8-hour movement through the trees, and the second movement, it rained, and it did not stop raining. And this is us like moments before we attacked, and I remember the whole movement. We were talking, we're like, we can't wait for the sun to come up, like we're cold and wet, and like we just want to dry out. And then it just was overcast the entire day. We got zero sunlight, and I just remember being absolutely crushed. I was defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like one of the hardest things I've done in the Marine Corps is like freezing my ass off during defense, wet.
Yeah, I'll give some context on this story, man. So this is their AMGC defense week, and pretty much what's going on here is that the machine gun class and the like advanced infantryman class riflemen are getting together, and so me, Barr, and all these other guys in this video right here, we were the OP4 squad. So they took a squad of the AIC guys and a squad of the machine gunners, and we were the OP4 for the defense week. And then the rest of the guys, they're actually the main force.
Mm-hmm.
So what he was just showing videos of, now this is right after we got off the fucking buses to go push into our
my Fortnite bush.
Yeah, dude, this shit was this shit was fucking brutal, dude. It was brutal.
Good stuff.
But what he was just showing was defense week. Now we pushed off at probably about 10 p.m. to go attack their company defense, and as soon as we stepped off, dude, it started fucking pissing, man.
Cold rain.
Cold rain, dude. Middle of November. You can imagine what that's like. You were in Lejeune.
Yeah.
Yeah, cold rain, dude. It was pissing, dude. We were walking through this shit. Next thing you know, dude, I was fucking waist deep water. I'm 6'5", waist deep water. 240 on my back. We were walking. The fucking squad leader, he does this shit right here. He does this. ORP in the middle of a fucking swamp. Waist deep water. I was like, what the fuck, dude? You gotta be kidding me. Dude, we sat in this shit for like 4 hours. Dudes were hyping out. Dudes were trying to make rafts out of fucking like driftwood and tarps to like float on.
Yeah.
Shit was backwards. Absolute backwards. We ended up walking out of that shit during daybreak. We walked a little bit forwards. And that was that video he was showing of just us being stoked, man. And we attacked that company defense, and we fucked those guys up.
Yeah, we almost won.
Yeah, dude, we almost
That's
won
crazy.
because, dude, it was daybreak, dude. Everybody was trying to dry their shit out. Nobody was prepped. Nothing. There's no security being held. Everybody's like, fuck, I'm soaked. I'm gonna go dry my bag out behind the line. And then like we were just there just ready to punch him in the fucking mouth. And it was a shit show, dude. They got fucked up. Yeah.
I'll remember that was like the first time where I thought like I was actually gonna hype out, and I was like, oh, like I'm actually like in a dangerous situation right now. We need to kind of group together for body heat. And we even said that. I remember like the section leader, squad leader at the time was like, yo, like we all need to bring it together, kind of keep eyes on each other.
I don't know how much longer you guys want to be on, but I thought if we push it out long enough, yeah, I was gonna say, what if we get this episode to be 3 hours and 31 minutes long?
I could do it.
For sure. Yeah, I can do it.
We're
Absolutely.
at 2
I'm
hours.
on leave, man. I got nothing to do tomorrow other than build my nursery.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we started at like 6:05, 6:06 my time. So we need we just need a little bit less, or no, wait, I'm getting all word spaghetti on you guys. So we need about an hour and some change.
Yeah.
Probably a little extra just so I have room to edit some things, but yeah.
I'm going to go piss real quick. That's the one thing. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
You know what? I'll take an intermission too. I got to grab a drink.
I'll grab a drink. I'll get some whiskey.
Dude, I fucking miss being in a fleet, dude. Being a recruiter sucks ass.
Yeah, of course.
Like not because it's like a hard job or anything, but like honestly, it doesn't even feel like I'm in the Marines. Like it really doesn't.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
Yeah, like I don't.
Civilian.
Like I'll go weeks at a time without putting on a uniform.
Yeah.
Like the only, I shave my face, I keep my mustache trimmed, but like, fuck, dude. Like the last time I put on a uniform was about 2 weeks ago, and it was to go stand in a fucking high school and go talk to a bunch of stupid ass high schoolers while I fucking went to sleep while I was talking. Cody, if you put the shit in, do it, because being a recruiter is not bad, but it does suck. You'll feel like you're not in the Marine Corps. Maybe that's what some Marines are looking for. Meanwhile, I gotta make another beverage. Dude, I don't know. Like this dude must live in like a fucking 5-story building. As long as it takes him to go get a goddamn drink.
Yeah, Arizona homes are just all like 1 story usually.
Yeah, sorry. I had to get I had to get a drink, way to hydrate, and then keep the stomach full a little bit. So we're preparing to hike.
Potassium is good.
Balacatan, is that right?
Yeah, man.
Yes, Balacatan 2018.
I gotta say, out of all the things I did in the Marine Corps, this was probably the most badass and most fun. Was going to Balacatan. This was our fucking platoon. We were heavy guns. I was a fucking boot with all my cock-ass seniors, but we had some dope leadership. This was an LT over here. Oh, I'm zooming on the wrong thing. This LT here, I won't name names, but he was a total bro. And he pretty much like let the seniors have full reign on the juniors, which was cool. But
LTs, that's what they need to do, man.
Yeah, and then here's your favorite gunny, Tanner.
Solid fucking Marine, dude. Gunny Smith, solid Marine. Love that man.
Fucking psychopath. But Balacatan was sick. I got a good picture of Davis Blake here with a baby. I always think this is good.
Dude,
Some random Filipino baby.
Get out by that man.
But this is how we lived, dude. We lived in these like white tents, and it was like 100 degrees with 100% humidity, like every day. And your camis would be soaking wet, and you'd hang them up like on here, and then it would just evaporate in the tent. So you were constantly breathing in like people's fucking body fungus,
sweat and filth.
Yeah. I want to talk about this real quickly. So, like, within Balakatan was probably one of the weirdest moments I had. And this is Lance Corporal Albert and I riding in a AAV to do road guard. And you can see where Albin is sitting right now. And this is moments before a fuel leak happens in the AAV. And it starts spraying diesel fuel over all of us. I kind of got it here. You can see it like on the floor here. And we got covered in diesel fuel right before we're about to stand post here for like 12 fucking hours in the sun. And
I heard y'all had a very good time there at that post.
I didn't. No. But
I heard Miles Davis.
Yeah, Miles Davis did, but not Louis Salad and I. So these are the Philippine like Air Force men that were with us, and they actually gave me this like blouse that I'm wearing. This is like a Philippine fucking like Marine blouse. And we sat there for like 12 fucking hours, and we weren't supposed to. We were supposed to have change outs, and there was like no shade, so we're baking in the sun. And then we get mobbed by these kids. They come out of nowhere and just start ganging up on us and like making fun of us.
Fuck them kids.
Wait, what were they saying?
We had like a fucking elementary school at our post. And these kids were so primal, man. Like, you could tell that they had been wearing the same clothes for like generations.
Oh, yeah.
But I got some funny shots of them like making faces and stuff.
It's like discovering an uncontacted tribe in the Amazon, it looks like.
It really did feel like that. But they were cool. They gave us like bananas and stuff, and this one kid was on stilts.
What the fuck?
It was a very surreal moment to just be a Marine on road guard and then to just like unexpectedly get hit with like all these random things.
Yeah.
While we were there on post, I'm like staring at like the mirage of like this valley with like the hot sun, just like staring at a heat wave. And I see a fucking dude riding a horse without a saddle. And in one hand, he has a blunderbuss. And the other hand, he has like a big sword. And he's just running across the desert. Disappears for a couple hours, comes back with a bunch of dead chickens on the horse. And I'm like,
yes,
wow.
Sir.
What a weird place to live.
Yeah.
Spoke to some like Europeans that were on vacation there. They were pissed at us because we wouldn't let them move forward. We're like,
man, fuck Europeans, dude.
Yeah, fuck your metric system.
Yeah, they fucking hate America, dude. They can go fuck themselves. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll let you pass if you can get to the moon before we do.
Sorry.
Now Catan was in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell is happening? I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I don't know what's going on, Bart, but
I have a story of the Philippines as well of what two companies from Golf Company, two platoons from Golf Company went through in the Philippines as well.
You got bug eating like this?
Fucking Ryan Davis, dude.
Dude, he eats this ginormous popcorn. I'll skip ahead. It's so gross.
Dude, I hope that dude's doing okay, man. I hope he's doing okay, man.
What's that?
Ryan Davis. I hope he's doing okay.
I talked to him just recently. Yeah, he's doing good.
Really? Oh, he's doing good? That's good, man. That's good.
We all got sick, folks.
Yeah, Barr, we went to the Philippines too.
Yes, you did a whole different thing than us.
Yeah, a whole different thing.
Right. I gotta represent, West Coast version.
Fuck yeah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Fuck, dude. You want me to go put on my fucking dress blue alphas, man?
Oh, please, dude. We got
recruiter.
I want the Charlies, bro. Give me the Charlies.
I don't have them here. Fuck.
I have all uniform sets. I even have the what's it called? It's made out of wool. Not the woobie. What's it?
The woolly pulley.
Woolly pulley. Yes. Oh my god! Look at this, dude. We're all together right now. This is.
I'm about to look fucked up, dude. I don't even know if the thing will fit, dude, because I've been killing it in the gym. Like, it doesn't fit. I'm fucked.
Fucking ready, dude.
I'm fucked.
I don't know if
But
there's a
now,
way we can make this more motivating. Like, I need to see if I have. I don't even know if I have green shirts right now. I gotta.
I love how no one has noticed that I'm standing here with a fucking rocket.
I got a range jacket if someone needs that.
here we go. We got a blouse. My gear closet's right here. This is my guest bedroom. The only place I had to put all this shit.
Bro, the audio listeners listening to this right now going like, what's going on right now?
Do you know the soldier from Team Fortress 2? The video game? Do I look like that?
Now I gotta pull up Google, dude. Like, I gotta see what this.
Dude, my boss was like, shit, dude. I ran a CFT about 2 weeks ago and just haven't watched it. Just took it off and just threw it in here. I'm a lazy fuck.
That's gross. You telling me you need a fucking room inspection? You need a room inspection this Thursday?
I guess, man. I guess.
This is
fuck,
the
dude, what
guy
was I
you're
gonna
talking
say?
about, Bar. Let me homie right here.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Right, dude.
Not the hair.
But the Philippines, dude, like our guys are out all getting fucked up in Balcatan. We were drinking our asses silly in Subic Bay.
Oh yeah, with that nasty juice.
Yeah, no, dude, it wasn't nasty juice at all, dude. That's probably the best
Moonshine.
time I've had in my entire life, for sure. I don't know like how well this is known in 2-8, but like the first Okie deployment for like all of the 4 years of slave guys, all the guys that are on the MEU. The 2017 Okie deployment that we did, Golf Company, it was 3 platoons from Golf Company. It was, I believe, 1st and 3rd platoon, and then weapons platoon. We all went to Thailand for 2 weeks.
Mm.
And there we did like a
Fucking Lady
condensed
Boy.
version. Yeah, condensed versions of Cobra Gold. We weren't in Bangkok or any shit, dude. We were out in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere. Like,
That sucks. That's a drag.
yeah, it was that like we were so far out in the middle of nowhere, there was no judicial system. They found a guy, like our interpreter was ISIS, and they just shot this motherfucker.
What?
They shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? No, dude, the interpreter the Thais brought along, he was like ISIS or some shit, dude. They just shot the motherfucker. If I remember correctly. I may be wrong, but like we did like the full thing of like eating the fucking bees and the monkey brains and the lizards and shit.
I believe.
Drinking the cobra blood, but I'm pretty sure dude, like somebody was found out to be ISIS and they just shot them. They just shot the dude.
I believe that because like rules of engagement with like other countries, especially like when you get closer to the third world, don't really give a fuck. When we were on the MEU on the Chesty Polar, when we were on the Chesty Polar, actually, the captain of that ship was telling us like, yeah, like when we were going through the strait that goes through Iran, the sketchy one, Hormuz.
Oh yeah, Strait of
Hormuz.
Yeah, straight to Hormuz.
Yeah, they were going through the Strait of Hormuz. And an Indian ship was like behind them, and some other vessel was approaching the Indian ship, and the Indian ship gave like a warning, and then like immediately after the warning, they just blew it the fuck up. They just like shot it out of the water going to the Strait of Hormuz. Oh, damn, dude, India doesn't give a fuck.
Fuck, dude.
Do you think?
Yeah, I mean that happened there in Thailand, dude. But like that was like that was like a tiny. What?
Did you have this in Thailand?
Oh, it was worse.
What are we showing?
This is
way worse.
at the Philippines, and it was a girl behind like a little machine on these like lawn chairs, and you would give her your debit card. Yeah, you give her your debit card and be like, I want to withdraw like $200, and they transfer in the currency there and give you a fucking receipt. But this was our ATM.
Fuck that, dude. No way.
I know.
Way they did that.
We actually did that too, which is crazy. How trusting we are of this.
So sketchy.
Dude, that's a human ATM. That's a human ATM. No fucking way I'd trust her. Absolutely not. Barr, you know it.
The SoundCloud of
I'm not going to
ATMs,
run my
bro.
card at this place in Tokyo, and you fucking bailed. You know it. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, you remember that one for sure.
That's a good Okie story, dude.
That is. Yeah, that's a good Tokyo story, dude. That shit was wild.
Tokyo, sorry. Yeah, me and fucking Tanner were out drinking
We were
heavy,
fucked
dude.
up.
We were
Fucked up.
fucked up. And we met some Echo guns and we were drinking with them and got really drunk and we parted ways because they wanted to go to like a concert and we're like, nah, like we're gonna go to
No, they didn't want to go to concert. They got too fucked up.
No, we went to play pool and then they went to a concert, but I didn't want to go in because
Dude, they were hammered.
They were.
They were hammered, dude. We were like, get the fuck away from us. Everybody listening, me and Barr, professional alcoholics, just saying it plain and simple.
Yeah, we stand our lane. So we're like blacked out at this point. Like we go to these bars that are like really small and could probably only hold like 8 people. It's called Golden Guy if you've ever been. It's very like traditional Japanese like area. And like we go in and we meet this like North Korean, I think like a native Japanese guy and like an Italian woman and a fucking like a Spanish
dude. I remember how it happened. Dude, we walked in there and you were drunk as fuck. You looked over at this dude. You're like, as an American, just being cocky. You're like, hey, how you doing? And this dude looked back and like, not doing. I was like, not too bad, man. How you doing? We were like,
yeah, good English.
Did you speak English?
we started talking with this group, and it was cool because like everyone was like from a different place, and it was just like a really cool cultural exchange. And we ended up becoming friends. And me and this girl, this like Italian girl, went to this like sketchy ass like fucking like underground nightclub.
I was with you too, Barr. It was me, you, the Spanish girl, and the Italian girl.
The Italian girl. And we go to this nightclub, and the Italian girl is like ordering shots for everybody, racking up this huge tab. And Tanner ends up leaving. He's like, I'm fucking out of here. Like, I'm done for the night. And the Spanish girl wants to like take me back home. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go home with you. And she starts like waiting outside for me, and like I go out, and she had like Pop Smoke and like just like left. I was like, okay, this is weird. So I go back in to see the Italian girl. Like, I guess I'm having something serious with you. And she's like, you got to pay the tab. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I look at the tab, dude. It's like $200. And I'm like, all right, like I guess I can fucking cover this, like whatever. And I go with the owner upstairs to the ATM to like withdraw money, and my card keeps bouncing. It's getting declined because I already pulled out like my limit's worth of money that day. So I'm like, fuck, like I have no way of paying this guy. And like we walk back to the bar, and like I call up Tanner, and I'm on the phone with him. He's like at the hotel. I'm like, you gotta come back, dude. Like we gotta pay this dude. And he's like, I don't know how to fucking get back there because like when we went into the nightclub, it was like midnight. And right now it's like morning, like the sun is out.
It was 6 a.m.
Fucking early shit. And I'm on the phone with Tanner, and I'm like looking back at the bar owner, and I'm like, dude, like I want to get the fuck out of here. Like I don't want to be here. And like I look down the street and I see this garbage truck coming my way, and like all of a sudden bullet time happened. I'm like blackout drunk. I'm like calculating. I'm like, okay, wait. Second this garbage truck like passes by, if I cut in front of it, like it'll block my cover, and like I can fucking run to the next block, get out of here. And that's exactly what happened. But I'm on the phone with Tanner the whole time, and like all he hears is like me cut mid-sentence go. He calls me back. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "We gotta get the fuck out of here, dude." We immediately packed up our room and took the first train back to Fuji. Girl, and like, she ended up messaging me. She's like, I'm gonna report you for not paying. I'm like,
oh, dude, I got messaged too, dude. She's like, why'd y'all bail? And I was like, bitch, like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, you told us we were drinking for free that night. No, it was for fun,
wanted
man.
fugitives.
Yeah, dude, this place is fucking crazy, man. I don't remember what it's called, but like we met these people. This bar was called Cora that we met them in. And Cora, I believe it was called Cora based off of the bartender that was there. It was this old 80, 90-year-old woman. She just smoked cigarettes. Easy. 90s easy, yeah, for sure. 80, 90 years old. Probably 70 based off of her lifestyle. But she would just smoke cigarettes. And they didn't serve cocktails, nothing like that. It was liquor, ice. That's all you're getting from there. Just liquor and ice. And like we met them there. Of course, the story, me and Barr walk in there, and Barr's like, hey, how you doing? And the dude was like, not too bad. How you doing? We're like, perfect English, awesome. Like these people are cool. They all worked for Amazon Web Services. But yeah, it was 2 Japanese dude, a Korean, and then there was 3 girls, one from Italy, one from Spain, one from Korea. And then the girl that was from Spain, she was like hot and heavy for me. The girl that was from Italy was hot and heavy for Barr. Yeah, dude, it was pretty fucking wild, dude. Like we had they closed. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was like done. The Italian and the Spaniard, they're like, hey, we know another spot. Like, take us there. Let's go. I told Barr, I was like, dude, these girls are trying to fuck us. Like, if you want to get your dick wet, let's go. I was married at this point. I was not having any of it. But then we go up there, dude, and this place is like straight out of fucking cyberpunk.
Yeah,
real.
it was.
Like,
cyberpunk.
dude, there were some fucking characters in there, dude. I walked in there, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yo,
Of course, the Italian girl, she walks up straight to the bartender. She's like, hey, how you doing? Whatever the fuck is going on. I didn't know what the fucking language they were speaking. And he just starts fucking flinging out drinks, dude. And the Spanish girl, she comes and sits on my lap. I'm like, I'm fucking married. Don't want to cheat on my wife. Love my wife. I'm like, I get her off me. I'm like, I'm going to go take a piss. I'm out of here. I go take a piss. I was like hoping that'd be like a sign for her not to sit on my lap. Come back, sits on my lap again. I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. I give Barr 2,000 yen. I'm like, dude, I'm going back to the hotel. Have fun with these 2 ladies. I'm out of here. I'm like walking up to the hotel, 6 a.m. Already about gotten a fist fight with some Nigerian. He grabbed my arm while I was talking to my dad on the phone. And that Barr calls me like, what's up, dude? He's like, bro, I'm getting scammed. They want me to run my card here. I'm not going to do it. I went to the ATM. I can't withdraw anymore. I don't know what to do. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, just stay there. Where are you? He's like, I'm right here. Just takes off running, dude.
This is a good piece of advice. If you're like really fucked up in a moment and you're thinking, should I do this? The first question you need to answer is, can I legally get in trouble? And if it's no, then just send it. Yeah, it'll figure itself out later if you fail. But I would just say send it. And in that moment, what the fuck?
I love that.
Oki's fun, or Tokyo's fun.
Tokyo's awesome, dude. I fucking love it. Can't wait to go back. Cannot wait to go back.
When are you going back?
Don't know who I'm going with, but I will go back sometime in my Marine Corps career.
Okay.
Oh, I got a good Tokyo story about Miles Davis, dude. This was
You talking about Ruby?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
it was like,
shout out to
I know
Miles
Ruby,
Davis.
don't know
Miss
what
him.
it looks like.
Miles.
I know
Shout out to Miles. I don't have a picture of him right now, but really good guy. I was just hanging out with him last weekend at the beach.
I got a picture of Miles. Let me pull it up real quick.
All's well.
It's gonna be ghetto.
We went to Tokyo for like our first overnight libo, and it was me, my good buddy Eric Wynn, who was like my Tokyo buddy. Like we knew like the lay of the land, and we brought Miles, Henry, and Coletti actually. And me and Eric like did our classic like massage parlor trip. Like we're just gonna bounce to our thing. Like the 3 of you can do whatever you want. And there's a picture of him.
Miles Davis, everybody. Middle of Djibouti, Africa.
Him, Coletti, and Henry go into a Nigerian bar, which you shouldn't do because the Nigerian bars are all scammers.
Dangerous.
And they ran all their debit cards on a fucking tab and just ran their cards dry. We had all promised that we would come back up to the hotel room at like 9 p.m. and like Wynn and I are there like at 9 and like no one shows up and we're like, fuck, like where are our dudes? So like I'm like running around fucking Shinjuku looking for Miles and like I can't find him. They come back like at like 5 a.m, like absolutely wasted. And he's like, bro, like I think I'm broke. I'm like, what? Like what happened? And they tell me that they got invited into this Nigerian bar and put their cards on tab, had one drink, instantly got fucked up like they were drugged, got lap dances and then got kicked out and they had their fucking cards like liquidated. I'm like, damn, dude, that sucks. Like you guys fell for the fucking trap. Straight up.
Liquidated.
That's bad. It sucks though.
God bless, dude.
Especially on
Japan's-
deployment, when like you gotta think like on deployment, like those dudes were just saving money, not spending money, and like all that shit's gone. And, like you can't work harder to make more money in the Marine Corps, you know.
No,
No.
not at all.
Work harder to get fucked more.
Bart, did I ever tell you about the my Philippine story?
You know, DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
You should
dude.
tell that for the people. That stuff's funny.
Yeah, that's it.
Is this,
I don't
Barron
know.
Jesus? I think that's his first name.
Who?
Bar?
No, you said with DJ Sniper.
No,
am I thinking
no.
the right one, or am I thinking?
No.
Tanner was a DJ in the Philippines.
Yeah, this shit's it's a funny story, man. So like, while like Weapons Company went to like the Philippines to Balakatam,
Yeah.
there was 3 platoons from Golf Company. We went to Thailand for like a very condensed version of Cobra Gold, and that's what I was telling you. Like, I'm pretty sure that person got shot because they're like an ISIS spy. After all that shit happened, dude. First off, fuck, dude, this is gonna be bootleg as fuck. Bootleg as a motherfucker. I hope you don't mind, Cody.
Go ahead. Send it. Send it.
Yeah, this is gonna be some bootleg shit. Let me find this fucking video, dude, of what
When you mean
exactly was going
when you mean
on.
bootleg, can you describe the? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, dude, those dudes were those poor guys, bro.
Yeah, so this is our Warriors night, man. The fucking Thai Marines came back with like a bunch of bottles of moonshine, and they got us fucking annihilated.
That
That last
moonshine had to be so bad.
Like, right here, dude. Here's some of your 0341s in the gutter, literally drunk as fuck.
Alcohol
This is the
poisoning.
Warriors night here, fucking in Thailand, dude.
Dehydration.
Yeah,
I'd be
this shit
so
was bad,
uncomfortable.
dude. Yeah, dude. What do you fuck? This is here's Butters right here. He's still in the Marine Corps, by the way. Fucking hammered. Chris Hirsch out. Eating some MRE bread. This is 0341 right here. This is Jody P balls and rice.
That's nasty.
Yeah. That's what happened in Thailand, dude. It was fucking bad, man. These the fucking Thai Marines, dude, they rolled up for our Warriors night. They were giving every fucking body there like a 40-ounce fucking bottle with one of those pop quart tops. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like a quart top with like a pop top. They gave every fucking body there one of those. And we're like, cool, 40-ounce malt liquor, beer. Let's have a good time. Pop the top, take a swig. Not malt liquor. It was fucking moonshine. We're like, what is this? They're like, white whiskey. They're like, white whiskey? They're like, yeah, white whiskey. Moonshine. We're like, you motherfuckers, dude. It was bad, dude. Our barracks turned into a fucking morgue. Like, dudes just come up, drop a motherfucker off. Well, let me find you a video. You're from Rhode Island, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm from
I told you
Florida.
about Dave. Yeah, but you were up in Rhode Island, right?
No.
Who the dude? I swear to God, I was talking about Warwick. Who's from Warwick, Rhode Island? Fucking Christ, dude! I swear, you're not from Warwick, Rhode Island, Cody.
No. No. Wait, hang on. Let me.
Got retrograde amnesia.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. What the
Smoking
fuck?
that schmutz.
Florida. Okay, yeah, I get that. Fucking Christ, dude! I swear to God, we were talking about before, like when this podcast started. Warwick, Rhode Island. Maybe not. No, my bad. I'm so sorry. It was from this morning. The new recruiter checked in. He's from Rhode Island. My bad.
You yapping, bro.
I was forgetting.
Yeah, I am yapping. This is Dave DaCosta, Warriors night.
That man is
Oh
dead.
my God.
Dead every time. His tongue will touch liquor 100 miles an hour to getting fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
I know that guy's got the spins
Yeah.
right now.
Dude always has the spins, man.
Imagine being in that heat, drinking that shitty ass liquor, getting the spins, knowing that you're like fucking sick for
Fuck
2
no.
days. That's terrible.
That's right. My bad. The recruiter that checked in today, he's from Rhode Island. My
You're
bad.
okay.
Oh, he's back.
It's all right. Sorry, me and Bar were talking about getting fucked up. There's
Why
an
not?
intermission we were having.
All right.
For it.
Continue your DJing story here.
Oh yeah, my DJ story. That's right. Fuck, dude. Anyways, quick down and dirty. We went to go train the Filipino Marines. We were out there for 7 days. The Filipino Marines, they're like, "Hey, we want to shoot goats and puppies, like puppy dogs." Peter showed up. They're like, "What are these animals doing tied up to this concrete pillar?" The Filipino Marines are like, "We're gonna shoot them and eat them." Peter, hey, what? And dude, this is the fucked up part, dude. They left and they're like, "Shoot these motherfuckers, dude." Next thing you know, we had all the DMRs in our company just shoot these dogs and goats. And then the corpsman ran out, tried to save the dogs and goats, and then they killed them, and then they cooked them. And then we all went in for like a long, like dinner table lunch spread or some shit. And we ate them. The shit was like pretty good. Not going to lie. I never thought dog or goat could be prepared that way. It was fucking tasty. We left there, went back to Subic Bay. Where we went back to Subic Bay, I went to this club. It was called Wins KTV. If you are a Marine listening to this podcast and you go to Subic Bay, Philippines, go to Wins KTV. They will not let you down. But this bar called Wins KTV, I went there. I talked to the club owner. I was like, "Hey, man, you're playing Will I Am, Usher, Fergie, like 2006. I have my MacBook booth. I got my MacBook with me. I will play for you. I can get Marines in here." He's like, "Okay, fine. You play. We'll see what you got." I DJ'd for a night. Next thing you know, dude, the whole company was in there getting their dick sucked, getting lap dances, drinking themselves silly. And the fucking DJ was like, "Sir, thank you. You play here 4 a.m., 4 p.m. My bad. I give you 2,000 pesos. You drink for free." I was like, "Absolutely, sir. I'll come here. I'll play at 4 p.m. every day." Dude, that was probably the most wild time in my Marine Corps career because I would go to, it was called fuck, dude, what was this place called? It was called Joe's Barbecue or something.
You should have went UA like a lot of people do, like in Thailand or something like that. You could have just been like the king over there, just be a DJ for the rest of your life.
Dude, I was the king, man. I would wake up, I would get up at 10, 11 o'clock, wake up, get my fucking crew. We go to Joe's. I get a fucking filet mignon for lunch, was like 4 whiskey sours. I tell you, dude, I was a horrible alcoholic, dude. I was drinking like 4 whiskey sours before 1 p.m. I would drink those motherfuckers. I would go to Wins. I'd set up. I start drinking there, and then I would DJ from 4 p.m. to midnight. And dude, the shit that went on, man, it was fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. I saw a fucking grown-ass man get his dick sucked on stage in front of like 40 people. Bleep that shit out. It was fucking wild.
Don't bleep it, enhance.
I didn't intend on bleeping it. I'm a bar on this one.
He literally these girls, they dragged him up on stage, unzipped his pants, and I was like, fuck, dude. That is a Marine getting his dick sucked on stage. And I was sitting there just playing fucking like Trippy Red, like some crazy shit, man. Suicide Boys. Like it was a blast. I had a little girlfriend at the time. Her name was Blue. She wanted to go to America so bad, but I had a girlfriend at the time too. So get fucked.
No.
Yeah, dude, she just hit me up on Facebook for like a month, and I was like, I blocked her, dude. Fuck, dude. I feel so bad to say that. But I didn't need my like American girlfriend to find out about that. So
I want every mother out there to know that if you're worried about your son becoming an infantryman, you're worried about them losing a leg, possibly dying. But
no,
I want you to know they are in good hands, because this is what
absolutely not, dude. What moms need to be worried about for their infantryman sons is them being some Filipino heartbreakers and having some girls hitting up their sons 3 months after they get home like, I will be your wife. I will do whatever you need. Yeah. Just let me be an American citizen. And their son going, block.
It's a scam.
Out here. Yeah, shit was wild, dude. Philippines, that was I spent about 30 days being a DJ at a club called Wins KTV. It was a nightclub, and like whenever we wrapped up in the night, I would spend my time going around to every room in that club, open up like the little window they had on the doors, looking in and going, looking at a Marine just having sex with some Filipino hooker.
Now,
dude, we gotta get out
on your resume or like list of special skills that you have.
I guess, man, like I never thought it could get that bad. For real. Like I never, like literally every room, like 40 fucking rooms, you'd look in there'd be a Marine just having sex with some Filipino woman. Be like, dude, we gotta go finish it off. He would look back and be like, I gotta fuck. I'd be like, dude, like this shit was wild, man.
You were instigating the whole thing by playing music to get everyone hyped.
I feel as if I was for real, because like the shit wasn't that good when I first went in there, and once I got in there behind the booth, behind that the CDJ, it got fucking nuts.
Going wild.
But beside the point, Sergeant Barr, what do you got for us, man?
Yes.
This is me throwing up.
Disgusting.
I don't know why it's red. I don't.
Yeah, it's like I would not get, like if you asked me to guess, I would never guess that's
you gotta go to the fucking BAS, my guy.
Yeah,
it looks fucked up.
What'd you eat that dog that Tanner was talking about?
That's in Wallace Creek.
If PSC, Johnson, and McCarl are watching this, this was moments after I fucked you guys up in your room. Yeah, I was throwing up fucking blood.
That's right. That's the guy, dude. The one without the teeth, Johnson.
Oh, yeah. You had fucking teeth, dude. That's this one dude. Johnson was cool, motherfucker.
He was a cool motherfucker, dude. Back to that, dude, what the fuck, man? Why are you throwing up like that?
Fucking no, man. Dude, when I was in the Marines, I was putting my body into high gear. Like I was doing a lot of shit with my body. Yeah, I was going full throttle.
That is true, man. Being on recruiting duty, I've let myself go, man.
So backstory on me, and actually like the birthplace of Cat is actually a little bit of like my family. So this is my granddad. He was a Marine. He gave birth to 3 sons who all became Marines, which is my dad and all my uncles. This is my dad, I believe in Kuwait. He was the platoon commander of MAP, which was Mobile Assault Platoon, that was first created in the West Coast in California by him and Lieutenant Colonel Mattis at the time, which was my dad's battalion commander. And then I became a Marine and came into CAT. So I think it's crazy that my dad became platoon commander, captain, worked with fucking Lieutenant Colonel Mattis, made Mobile Assault Platoon for the invasion of Kuwait, and then they realized like open top Humvees like really aren't the deal, and we need an anti-armor asset. So then they threw in the it was before they had this the tow system. They had something else, and they called it Dragons. It was called 50s and Dragons was the nickname. And
it was a recoilless rifle, man.
and it worked, and they were like, this is the shit. So then they actually ended up developing cat. And funny enough, like when I become a Marine, I become a Mark 19 gunner in cat. And what's crazy is this dummy 40 Mike was gifted to my dad by his Mark 19 gunner before he got out of the Marine Corps. And then my dad gave this to me like when I became a Mark 19 gunner, which I think is like crazy fucking full circle.
Yeah, I don't know of any other more impressive lore that we've had on so far. I like that.
Pretty interesting. And my mom saw Lieutenant Colonel Mattis's dick once. My mom and dad at the time, when they were married, they went to Mattis's house because they were going to go hiking. And like Mattis like just came out of the bathroom full blown naked, didn't know my mom was there.
Now when you first said this, I was going to immediately guess, are you sure you're not the spawn of
right.
Mattis, you know?
A mad dog, dude. That'd be fucking cool.
I want to take a moment to appreciate just the scope of what this podcast is, because can anybody have guessed that the last episode we did being the 28th 2-8 special of Colonel Sieverts being this motivational wisdom picking kind of story of 2-8 going into how one of our cat Marines' mother saw Mattis's dick. It's amazing the full circle, you know, the ecosystem the Marine Corps is. I think this is poetic.
Who did the 29th and 30th?
29th was a guy in LAR. His name is Robbie Burnett. He's still into it. He actually, this is funny. He was in LAR in the MEU, and then he went to 2-8 after he was in LAR. He's an MMA fighter too. So he's fucking rock star of a guy. That's and then dope. 30th was who was 30th? Was it Brust? Or no, Brust was 27.
It's gotta be Brust, man. No way, it's not. That dude's like, I went to boot camp with that guy. He's in my platoon. He seems like he's 2-8 himself.
Wait, who?
Brust. I went to boot camp with Brust. He's Maytag.
Really? You went to boot camp with Brust?
Yes, I went to boot camp with Brust.
No shit. I did not know that.
Yeah, I fucking cried. I think it was just Brust. Another guy named Monroe, but he's unknown because he got dropped back to company at boot camp.
30 was Lacoste. Lacoste was number 30.
Yeah, I know Lacoste number 30.
Yeah. And then
Barr comes from a historied family of Marines.
And alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and alcoholics. Yeah. I love Barr's family, dude. They're a bunch of fucking degenerates.
They're fucking crazy motherfuckers.
Every time I go over to Barr's place, it's like, hey, how fucked up can you get? It's like,
but be safe. What are your 4 weapon safety rules? That's what we say before we're getting fucked up. Dude, running, this is a good joke. Whenever you're at a libo formation, and they always do this shit. They're like, what are like the 4 libo rules? And like everyone's listing them off. You got to be like the one guy at the end who's like, know your target and what lies beyond. It always gets a good laugh.
I'm trying to remember, dude, because like I haven't been in the fleet for like 2 years. Treat every over as if it was loaded.
No, you run that back one more time,
dude.
We're not cutting that. This is
you get that.
Motherfucker fired out of battery.
Hey, all of you that are listening, I'm a recruiter. I haven't been in the Marine Corps like a year and a half, 2 years. This shit's not the Marine Corps.
Hey, we're forgiving. It's okay.
Treat every weapon as if it were loaded. Do never point your weapon to anything you do not intend to shoot. I forgot it, man. Fuck.
Damn, you don't know the other 2? Keep your weapon unsafe until you're ready to fire. Keep your finger off the trigger
until you intend to
fire. Never keep.
Lies beyond. That's right. Yeah. I'm telling you, 80 Marines that are thinking about doing recruiting it are still in. Do it. This is not the Marine Corps. It is a sales job. You will love it or you will hate it. One of the two.
I am fired at a battery with a possible bore instruction.
I used to fucking hate that, dude.
Hold on, dude. I got a picture. Hold on. Because I know it fired out of the battery with a possible bore instruction. Gunny Godfrey, if you're watching this or listening to this.
Godfrey's cool. Shout out to Godfrey for not sending me to the rifle range right before I EIS. That would have totally fucked me up.
Good Marine, dude. Good fucking Marine.
Bro.
Absolute good fucking Marine. This is a fired out of battery.
What?
Dude, seconds away from just exploding right in the gun.
Yeah, this we were teaching the line company machine gunners how to shoot heavy machine guns. And this motherfucker, of course, this is a night range. This dude, he loaded a Mark 19 belt backwards. Of course, the belt, it will still feed female in first, but not for long. He was
Not for long.
next thing you know, like he like jammed up bad, and like he was like, I don't know what's going on. I opened up the machine gun, and I was like, fuck, dude. And all I see is like the Mark 19 ogive just fucking jammed up against the feeder. And I pulled the fucking bolt back, pulled the bolt out, I pulled the round off the face of the bolt. And I was looking at it, and I just see fragmentation comp B staring me right in the face.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm about to die. This is tight.
I remember
this
when
fucking bitch doesn't know how to load a Mark 19, and I'm about to get killed for it.
I remember when you were showing me that grenade and like the ogive is open and we're like both looking at it smoking cigarettes. We look at each other like, should we be smoking like in front of this thing right now? I'm probably not. Let's go ditch it.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. Oh,
I want to take a second to show off real quick. If you made it this far into the episode and you know about my pull-up challenge, I can share some results with that because I haven't done that yet. I've been off social media for like a little over a year now. Yeah, I haven't been like talking to a lot of people. But one thing that I did was when I got out, I went on this like Goggins journey and just went full send on fucking fitness and pull-ups. And my first semester of school, which is like 16 weeks, I ran 127 miles, meditated for 6 hours total. And then I did 4,100 pull-ups for my training evolution. And then on the 24-hour challenge, I did 3,230 pull-ups in 17 hours. So a total of 7,330 pull-ups. And then if we backtrack to my first pull-up challenge, I did 11,000 pull-ups in 16 weeks and then 3,000 pull-ups in, again, 17 hours for a total of 14,000. So within less than a year, I totaled in 21,330 pull-ups, which if you divide that by the perfect PFT score, gives a perfect PFT score for every Marine in the battalion. That's how many pull-ups I did.
and again, for those of you that just don't really know or comprehend what the fuck he just said, I watched Barr. He did a max set of pull-ups in front of me one time, and he was able to accomplish 52 pull-ups straight without stopping.
Machine gunners, dude. We can do that shit.
Fucking madness. Absolute madness. I
I'd
can't
say-
run your ass, but you can outpull me for
Bro,
sure.
I kind of bring that up though for like Marines who are still in because I know pull-ups is like such a big thing for PFT and like for fitness. Like it's like our staple like workout in the Marine Corps. They really aren't hard. You just have to just do them daily, and like you can do thousands of them repeatedly once you get good at it. Like you just got to do them. Really, they're not that hard. Running though, fuck running.
David Barr Goggins, everybody.
All about running, dude.
But
My last PFT, I did 3 miles in 21:32.
oh, that's real good.
Yeah, and then my CFT, I literally ran it 2 weeks ago. I did a CFT run in 2:35.
Nice.
As a
Yeah.
recruiter, fuck that. How are you managing?
You're telling me, dude, it was ass. But like, yeah, I sit there and I look at all these other guys. I'm like, you're fat as fuck. You suck, and then I just take off. But yeah, it is different, dude. Like being a recruiter, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say this like job is easy. It's very, very fucking hard. You have to 100% take into account your physical and mental health for sure. But if you do that, like you're gonna be just fine. Like I go to the gym 6 times a week. I go work out. I run, and I don't want to go into a school and have these kids look at me and go like, "That's a Marine." and be like some fat ass walrus. You know what I mean?
You do fentanyl behind the school?
Yeah, dude. I like all.
Yeah, you do fentanyl behind the school.
Shooters. Like, whenever the kids see me, they go like, "That dude looks like he can kick my ass." That's a Marine, for sure. So, I mean, that's what I try to look like. And it takes a lot of fucking time and effort at the gym. So, but with that, I get good PFT and CFT scores.
You're the poster boy of the Marine Corps, dude.
Yeah. Because when I think of man can kick my ass, I think of Hawaiian shirt. That's exactly.
Literally, I am, yeah, for real.
Not the fucking Navy, dude. When I was on the Chesty Puller, they had sweet tea like 24/7, and this sweet tea made Popeye sweet tea taste like fucking tonic water, bro. I will never forget. I had fried chicken for dinner, mac and cheese, green beans, 2 glasses of the sweet tea, and I had like an insulin attack, and I got all lightheaded and dizzy. And I was like, fuck, I'm in my rack having the spins of sweet tea. And these people were just drinking that shit on their break. No wonder.
I'll never forget, man, on the Oak Hill, there was like the Marine Corps chow hall worker staff sergeant. Fuck, dude, what's MOS? 3,400? I can't remember.
Asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I'm the recruiter here. I should know.
What is it? Chow hall?
He's a staff sergeant cook. Like, he's high up there and being a cook. And across the table from him was the Navy culinary specialist senior chief in E8 in cooking food for the United States Navy. They were sitting at the table behind me. My back was turned to the chief. The Marine Corps cook staff sergeant was facing towards me. And I was sitting there eating my fucking breakfast. Omelet. Not even omelet. Scrambled eggs. And I hear this fucking bitch say, "Yeah, only got a month left. I better start getting in shape."
What the fuck?
He was like, board for word. He was like, "Bitch, you got a month. No way."
You can make a lot of progress in a month.
This girl was huge, dude. She was massive. I worked on a galley for 17 days, and before and after every meal, every Navy person, like every Navy culinary specialist that worked in a galley, they would cook their own dinner: pizza, fried shrimp, fried chicken, like you fucking name it. The most unhealthy shit you can think of, they would cook it for themselves in the kitchen, and that's what they would eat. And that's the reason why they look like a bunch of fat asses on the Mew.
I do the same fucking thing though if I were there.
I mean, I would too, dude.
Yeah,
Huge, dude.
Like, Christ, dude. These, like, I remember this one girl, she had the hots for me, man. Her name was Doran.
What
No,
race was she?
this podcast, so
What ethnicity?
thing like that.
Yeah, this does matter.
What
It does matter. It does matter. But she had the hots for me, man. But like, she was.
You're avoiding the question.
Yeah, he's deflecting it. This is a
What's
don't pull this
I don't avoid shit. Tell me the question.
what was her ethnicity?
She was white, blonde hair, brown eyes.
Okay, what kind of white are we talking? Like Southern?
Not gonna lie, dude. She was pretty cute for a big girl. Not gonna lie. She was pretty cute. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure. I don't like BBW, but for sure, like, she was attractive. But like, she was big. Like, big.
Fucking cellulite looking like a mortar range, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck, dude, like, I have a girl I want to marry back home. But, like,
I'll drop rounds in that ass any day, dude.
She's fat. And she's hitting on me like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't know what to do. Luckily, I was a good man.
Bar, should we keep pressing this and just try to find out who this chick is?
For sure. You can trust me all day, man.
I actually got a very silly Muse story, and it was during a Raz.
I got a worse one than that, man.
It was me and Cannell are next to each other, passing boxes like with everybody else. And we started passing boxes of like frozen chicken breasts. And there was a hole in one of the boxes, and a whole ass frozen chicken fell out of the box. and lands in the ground in front of Canel and I. We're like, yo, like, what the fuck do we do with this? And I'm like, yo, like, let's just put it in the rafters, like in this hallway, and see how long it stays there for. So I put it up like in this like nook and cranny of like this hallway outside our berthing. Dude, it was at the beginning of the deployment. It sat there for like a fucking month. And we like just watched the chicken breast like progressively grow into a thing of mold till it was like this blue and gray ball of mold, like slime, like dripping off of it. And then one day it just disappeared. And I thought it was the funniest thing when I saw that it was gone, because the poor motherfucker that looked up there was like, what the fuck is that, dude? Like this thing of mold festering, and it was just raw chicken. For weeks, dude, it sat up there. It was putrid.
Putrid. Add that to my vocabulary.
Bar, I'm gonna go ahead and notice it's for Eastern time, 12:26 a.m. We don't have a lot of time left on this podcast. Is that right, Cody?
We need, if I have it right, we need another
I'm at 305.
305. Okay, so how accurate is that you've kept that so far?
I started this timer the second that Tanner got on the phone call.
Okay.
Fair.
So we got like another 26 minutes.
I thought it was, if I remember right on my clock, it was 9:26 or 9. No, it was 6:05 when we started.
I guarantee you I started the stopwatch when Tanner entered the call, because I was like, I want to start this like when all three of us are on.
I haven't started shit.
Well, we did talk for a little bit before he came on.
Yeah. I don't know if you wanted to count that or not.
I do want to count that.
Yeah. The only reason why I say this is like, for this last part of the podcast, I want to get into some heavy shit. That's all.
Dude, drop it on us, dude. Drop the heavy shit on us.
Yes.
I need both y'all to do that for me. I mean, I have two guys that both did their tour, got out. You have me. I've been very indoctrinated by the Marine Corps. I plan on making this a career. So that's why I say that is like, for this last 10% of this podcast, like, what are we going to talk about for the guys that are either out or are still in the Marine Corps?
Yeah.
Listening for some guidance.
Yeah. I think that'd be a good idea. Like, Tanner, give your piece for like Marines like staying in, just words of advice and stuff like that. And I can also give words of advice like for dudes who get out.
So I'll tell you guys what we'll do with that. So we'll save that at the end, just because that's always the end piece. We could do like another couple stories for like 10 or 15 minutes, just so that way we guarantee we have enough for 3 hours and 31 minutes. And then we'll do that to really secure it in.
Yeah, trail it off.
All right, perfect.
Cracking like a tank.
A lot of people, I hate how a lot of people don't understand that. And then when they hear tracking like a tank, they're
like, what?
Yeah.
Well, I knew when me and Barr first heard that for the first time. It was at Paris Island.
Fucking pogues.
Fucking pogues, dude. Fucking pogues.
Here's a question for you. Well, I guess for both of you guys. You have to go in the Marines again, but you can't be an infantryman. What MOS do you pick?
Water dog.
Water dog.
Easily.
You sure on that, Bar?
You
sure? Are you sure?
Can I be a lifeguard at Onslow Beach?
You want to be a water dog?
Okay, that is hands down the best one to get fapped out at, but is that an actual MOS or is there one?
It is an actual MOS for sure. It is
really.
MOS.
Yes. You did lifeguard at Onslow for sure.
That's not an actual MOS. That's a FAP.
I want to say maybe water dog. Now I'm second guessing myself because you're like,
you want to be an 1171 water purification.
I feel like those motherfuckers skate hard as shit. You purify water and just sit on it, dude.
No, I'm not being biased. No, you do skate hard as fuck.
Yeah, guys. What the fuck
do you
do with purified water, dude?
Sure, absolutely.
I say that because when I went to Balcatan, I was hanging out with this wook who was a fucking water purification specialist, and she was telling me how skate her job was. And she let me drive one of those big ass like cargo trucks that have like 10
not
wheels.
even that, dude. Not even that. I went to a recruiter school with a guy that's 1171. He was like, dude, my job is so chill. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, literally, anytime we go do our job, we're next to a water feature.
I want to be a fucking brig marine if I can choose.
Fuck, back to the story.
Dude.
Chapman's
I went to recruiter school with a guy that was an 1171 water purification specialist. He told me straight up, he's like, my job's chill as fuck. We're next to a large water feature, just chilling, purifying water. That's all we do.
It's got to be easy.
It is. It's super easy, dude. Super easy. Like all
How
you
do you purify the water? Do you just like drop a big like tablet in the container? Like what do you do?
A large reverse osmosis purifier they put into the water that purifies the water for them.
Barr, we need everybody we have not shown a picture of. Just we got to rapid fire it before the show.
Yeah, wait, I could
yeah. Like
you keep talking. I'll throw a slideshow.
For me, if I was talking, if I had to pick another MOS other than machine gunner, it would be 0861 artillery fire control man, because they're calling in airstrikes and artillery strikes on some motherfuckers. That job's badass. And you also have the chance of becoming a JTAC. So that's a job I would want to do if I was not a machine gunner. Of course, I'm very biased. I'm a machine gunner. I feel as if I'm one of the best machine gunners that has served in the Marine Corps. So this is a job I love and enjoy.
Yeah, you better than John Bassalone.
Fuck yeah, baby.
I got the Santa Iwo Jima in my fucking bootstraps.
Now, is John Bassalone, I'm sure you guys like, because he's obviously the most famous machine gunner, but is he the greatest machine gunner of all time? I have to ask. I just have to ask it.
Absolutely.
Machine gunners.
All time?
Yes, absolutely.
Because as a mortarman, he's the only, like, I mean, granted, there's probably other ones I can't think of, but he's definitely the most famous one.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to understand that this dude's like, I get it. He started off serving in the Army in the Philippines as Manila John, but during the Battle of Guadalcanal, his machine gun section held off an entire Japanese infantry regiment from, crossing the line and killing those motherfuckers. He himself did that. And I get it. You can read every fucking story there is. Nobody will ever know what actually happened there on Guadalcanal. But I 100% with confidence do say that if he was not there that night, that Guadalcanal would have looked a lot differently for the Marine Corps in its entirety.
Yeah, no, that I believe. I think John Bassalone for the Marine Corps alone was like a power figure. He definitely not only like of his expertise of how to like run machine guns, like and get them to like into the fight was like appropriate and like good, but his morale too. Like he boosted the morale of every Marine around him. When people saw him, they're like, "That's the fucking like machine gunner superhero," which I think was like definitely one of his biggest like superpowers. Mm-hmm. But if you ask Google what's the best machine gunner of all time, I could butcher this, but it's probably Khan Pashna Nuradilov. It's considered the highest scoring machine gunner of all time with an estimated of 920 enemy soldiers killed during his service in the Red Army. He was awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union for his actions in the Battle of Stalingrad.
I'll be honest, man. As me being a history buff, like you can ask Barr, I'm a fucking nerd. 920. I'm going to sit here and say, with a confidence, half. I mean, half. 460 of those 920 were probably Soviet soldiers running away from the
Yeah.
They just fucking gunned down.
Yeah.
But I will say that with a confidence.
I don't want to fight.
So, fuck that guy. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Russia. America is where it's at. If you're a fucking machine gunner, take pride in your fucking MOS. Take pride of all the men that walked before you. John Bassalone, Mitchell Page, fucking Sergeant Barr, Sergeant DePriest. Fucking
Don't
hate
follow after
in
me.
that. Hold up to your molest. Do not fucking shoot your machine gun at your own brother. Do not do it.
And
You're
clear it
going-
out before you get off the range. Please clear it out before you get off the range.
Yeah, please clear it out. Don't be Cepeda. Don't let me fucking look at you like this. You stupid motherfucker. Don't let me do that.
Don't cause an international incident.
Campbell, it's not your fault. All I need to do is this right here, brother. Just a bicep curl.
Love it.
So,
I actually recently heard a story of John Basilone. So there's a oh my god, I can't remember the podcast name. He's like ex special forces, and he always has like military guys.
Jocko Willink or Ted
Sean Ryan, maybe.
Sean Ryan, yeah. So on the
Sean
Sean
Ryan?
Ryan show, he has a World War II Marine come on who's a flamethrower engineer. And he
Yeah.
says he saw John Basilone get killed on Iwo Jima. It was like right when he got on the island, him and his like flamethrower crew were getting like to the beachhead, and they saw John Basilone get lit the fuck up, get killed right in front of them. And he said that was a huge morale killer. This is why I brought up the morale thing. He's like, for me and like all my Marines, like it just like sunk our hearts. We were fucked. I'm like, damn, that sucks. That sucks to hear.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know who was it. Like, I imagine. I mean, that's got to be it for anybody. It's like, you know, when you have a celebrity figure like this aura about you, and then it's just gone.
I would say like for like something that like we could relate to is like if we went into combat and we saw like Master Sergeant Dunn get like blown up, like I would be so sad because like Dunn's the shit. Like that guy was fucking hardcore.
I mean, Cody, if you don't mind, because like I'll be honest, man, I'm like the only MOS I really know about is one machine gunner and then two riflemen. Like, who's the guy for being a mortarman?
It's kind of hard because there's not really like a famous mortarman, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like you guys are lucky because you have like this celebrity kind of, you know, Jesus figure who's known beyond your MOS. We don't really have that. The only one that I can think of that might fit that category is Eugene Sledge.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, that's who I was thinking of. But like, I just don't know like what he did was like tide changing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I could be wrong. There's probably some mortarmen out there who
I'm sure
that way. Sure. But like for most mortarmen, it's like other than him writing, I think it was I forget the name of the book. It was something with a pillow or like Helmet for My Pillow. I think
Helmet for My Pillow is written by Robert Leckie, who was a machine gunner.
Oh, okay.
On Peleliu with the old breed, that was written by Eugene Sledge.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, but for us, it's like other than maybe like Staff Sergeant Coe, he's pretty big, like for us, because he was like an instructor for the and even then I think
that dude's a savage.
Yeah, I remember that being a Charlie company.
And I think his original MOS, he might have been a machine gunner. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think his original MOS
was 41. He was a 41 because I mean, fuck, Barr, we were there at Charlie Company with him there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cohee.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, we're at like 2-8, and he comes in and we're like, the Marine Corps is a fucking joke, dude. Like, everybody's here at this one place. Yeah. That's just kind of how it felt.
I'll never forget when I was a boot, it was like during Reg Fex or Battalion Fex. 81s was like in this LZ getting like rained on, and it was freezing cold, and Staff Sergeant Coe was there like unbroken, like just completely soaked, and like everyone around was like freezing like internal, and he's just there yelling, like being a savage. I'm like, that guy is fucking insane.
Oh, what the fuck?
He's an animal, man. And I wasn't even in his section. He's a fucking beast.
Doesn't drink water. It's just monsters and black coffee, bro.
Yes, sir. Honestly, I think the most famous mortarman of all time at this point, like with the way this podcast is going, it's probably me and Adam Driver. I mean,
yeah, honestly,
not even gonna lie, dude. Me being a recruiter, I use Adam Driver on a selling point more times than you would think. Like, not bullshitting. I'll be like, hey, you know Kylo Ren from Star Wars? They're like,
Kylo Ren.
All the kids will be like, yeah, I know him. I'll be like, did you know he was a fucking Marine? Infantryman? Mortarman? Serving his goddamn country out in 29 Palms, California? They'll be like, No way. But yes, sir. Sign right here. UH contract, infantry, all yours.
Dude,
God.
the kids that Sergeant DePriest recruits are from the neck of the woods of Tennessee that don't know how to
Neck
read and
of
write.
the fucking woods, dude.
To the point where they think Waffle House pay is better than military pay. And did you know at Waffle House, their training of employees doesn't require like reading and writing manuals. It's all by like pictures. So like they'll put a plate on a table with a jelly packet, and that means like serve 2 scrambled eggs. It's all like symbolism. Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
all
do it right
symbols
now, dude.
over there.
Last week, fuck, dude. It's Mickrick gets a hold of this, dude. They're gonna kill me. Last week, I was gonna class talk at Gatlinburg Pittman High School, and this fucking kid, dude, he told me, he's like, "I'm successful." I was like, "You're successful? What are you doing?" So I'm a volunteer firefighter. I'm making $18 an hour.
Hell yeah.
$18 an hour. Let's equate to what that means a year. $36,000 a year. Not much at all. I'm a recruiter. I'm making $96K a year. And I was like, "Why do you feel successful doing that?" He's like, "Because it's all I know." I was like, "Okay, man. What's 8? No, hold on, my bad. I was like, "What's 6 times 3?" Couldn't answer that question.
21.
Bard, you couldn't answer that question either, you motherfucker.
Low key, you almost have me
Cody,
thinking.
what's that
21 when
question?
You
Man?
said that.
Let's answer that question. 6
What?
times 3.
18.
18.
18. He
21.
couldn't do it. And yeah, this motherfucker's he was making $18 an hour. I was like, "Bro, you're clapped." I told that to him straight to his face in front of 20 kids. They all started laughing. I was like, "Y'all are all laughing, but you're all clapped too." Because you guys are fucking stupid. I was like,
Not
"No,
napping.
fucking classroom with me. You can join the Marine Corps. Not one of you." They all shut the fuck up. They're looking at me. I was like, "You gotta be smart, you gotta be physically tough, and you gotta be mentally tough." I was like, "And none of you in this classroom have all 3 components in your life."
This is when you need to bang
Smart.
these out.
Yes.
I was like, "Yeah, you might be smart, but you're fucking mentally weak. You might be tough, but you're fucking stupid. You might be tough and smart, but you ain't got the mental fortitude to do this for your life."
That's something our seniors taught us that's definitely true. In the Marine Corps, you have to be one or two things, but preferably both. You either need to be tough or smart, but if you're both, you'll excel like really fucking well.
For
To quote
sure,
Colonel-
man. For
Quote
sure.
Colonel Sievert, you can't be a dumb grunt and expect to live long.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. That Sievert's episode was very eye-opening to me. I'm sure it was for Barr too.
Yeah. My favorite
fellow
part
dudes,
was when they lost the Marine on Libo, and he was like telling me about like the whole
Fuck
system.
that guy, dude.
I was like, I don't
I was there in the thick of it.
I don't know. As I like being a section leader, I've kind of dealt with like moments like that, and it was just interesting to see like a BC do it. I'm like, wow, it's so similar. Like if I did it, like it's really not that different. He's dealing with the same problems that like I've dealt with and shit.
Dude, I knew that was gonna be good because I called him on the phone when I first communicated with him. So we talked for like an hour before we ever like actually did the podcast. And that was one of the first stories he told me about. And it's like he knew that thing from verbatim, like it was a lasting like it was a lasting.
That was
Lasting memory.
brutal.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal, dude. I remember being out in the middle of the fucking desert, looking through burnout Humvee husk, going like, "Hey, Marine, are you here?" Nobody there. Be like, "Dude, what the fuck are we doing?" That was bullshit. So, Colonel Sievers, you see this? I respect you as a leader, sir. You're a good battalion commander.
Cody, you should try to get Master Sergeant Dunn on. I want to hear that man speak.
For sure.
Dude, I don't know if you keep up with what he does like now, but oh my god, I would love to get him on.
I just recently looked him up on Instagram, and I followed him, and I saw like his Instagram. He's fucking like the next Liver King. He's Liver King 2.0.
Yes.
This
Dude,
shit's
oh my
funny, dude.
Yeah. Master Sergeant Dunn or Master Sergeant Holden, man.
I'll never forget this. When we were in Bridgeport, he was gunnery sergeant Dunn at the time, and he was sleeping in his bivy sack, like taking a nap during the day. And there was goat herders like in that training area, and a goat herder had brought his herd like through our bivouac site with like hundreds of goats, and they trampled the shit out of Gunny Dunn, bro. And he was like freaking out trying to get out of his bivy sack, and just like sheep were running him over. I'm like, wow. Salt dog just getting shit on by some sheep right now.
Oh, dude, Barr, that happened to me and me, Courtney, and Chitty.
Oh, I got pictures of Chitty.
Chitty, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, that happened to me, Courtney, and Chitty, dude. That was the worst time, probably, in my Marine Corps career. Because immediately after that, I got the shit hazed out of me because I didn't clear my rifle for a blank that I left in the chamber.
I remember. You had to defuse that nuke.
Yeah, dude, that motherfucker, dude. That was a crazy.
That's a machine gunner right there.
Crazy motherfucker, dude.
This is Marine Corps Chitty, and then I'll show you New Jersey Chitty.
Yeah, I want to see this shit, dude. I gotta see this shit.
We may have to edit this out.
Afraid to die? Do you want to live forever?
What the fuck is going on? Hey, don't edit anything out.
Tanner points this out, bro.
Dude,
I said this to Tanner.
Marine, dude.
I feel like this is when you look up a famous child actor from when you're growing up and you're trying to see what they're doing now. Like, this is what I'm looking at right now.
Solid fucking Marine, dude.
Dude, I said this to Tanner like years ago.
Story I have of Chitty, man.
Wait.
Sorry to cut you off.
I want to mention this. I said this to Tanner like years ago when I saw Chitty like this, because we haven't seen him in years, and we're like, "Yo, like Chitty looks crazy." And then the first reply Tanner sends me is "baby seat in the back," and I'm like, "Yo." No,
dude,
fucking way.
Only thing I think about when I see this guy, one, the baby seat in the back. I'm like, how the fuck can this guy be a father? That's the one thing I think about.
But being Tupac and gang like that with a blunt in your mouth and you got a baby seat in the back is like next level fucking hood, dude. That's so steado.
Bro,
I love Chitty
though. We're about to say, man, fucking me and Chitty, that guy, we were on Radio Watch at Bridgeport.
Yeah, this is good stuff. We
were at Radio Watch, and we all know what Radio Watch was at Bridgeport. We were all boots. We were all getting the shit hazed out of us. So I was fucking in the driver's seat, just sitting there, just like trying to rack out, man. Fucking, you got the Verk in between me and Chitty. Chitty sitting over here. And I'm like sitting there, dude. I'm about to rack out, and then Chitty, he's like, "Hey, wake up, man." I'm sitting there like, "What's up, dude?" This motherfucker, dude, sitting like this, no shit, looks me in the eye, and he's like, "I have a Libo round reloaded in my rifle. I'm about to kill myself. You are a good Marine. I want you to get the 96. I was sitting there, I was like, "Chitty, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?" This motherfucker, dude, he fucking pulls up his M4, racks the round. I see the fucking bitch go into the chamber. He's sitting there, muzzle in mouth. Click. And I was sitting there, I was like, "You motherfucker, dude." Me and him got in a fist fight right there. He was laughing the entire time. I was like, "You motherfucker, dude. I thought you were going to kill yourself." He's just cracking up, laughing like a motherfucker, dude. That shit pissed me because I thought he was going to fucking blow his brains out in front of me.
He's believable like that,
on
dude.
Radio Watch. And he thought it was just some fucking sick joke. Dude, that dude was fucked up in the head. We got back from it.
When his cat died, his like childhood cat when he was a boot, and he didn't handle it too well. So he got drunk and naked. He
didn't handle anything well, dude.
Drunk.
No, dude, we got back from 2A, dude. He had a list, 20 motherfuckers long of people he wanted to beat the fuck out of.
Yeah, he did want to beat people up. Dude.
Yes, you know, he went around room to room beating the fuck out of people, dude.
He
Chitty
walked,
was a crazy motherfucker, dude.
he
I remember
walked,
my name was next on the list. He texted me. He's like, "I'm coming for you tonight. I'm beating your ass." And I was like, "Come on, bitch. I'm here. Let's fight." I mean, he never came along, but fuck, dude. 17 days beforehand, those 17 days, he was beating the fuck out of people, man.
he when his cat died, he got naked and was walking up and down the hallway with a machete, just banging on rooms with this
I'll
machete.
show you when you got naked. This is gonna get blurred out.
He used to get
Sorry.
naked and like fight people, dude, all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah, there's
is
plenty of
gonna get
videos.
blurred out.
I mean, I haven't shared them yet. I mean, well, I did, but I bleeped them. But there's plenty of videos of him naked.
He hit
They're
Brown in
pretty
the
shitty
head
stuff.
with a cinder block.
No, it wasn't a cinder block, man. It was a rock. Disclaimer, Cody, I'm not gonna blur out this part of the video. This is Chitty. I walked into his room. He busted a nut in a sock and then passed out on his bed. And I walked in. I was like, "Hey, let's go get drunk." This I found him right here, right there. Yeah, you see that shit?
Dude. He used to do the silliest shit. He would
Oh my
when we
God.
got paid, he would pull out of all his money out of the ATM and hide it under his mattress. And when we asked him why he was doing that, he was like, "So they can't tax me on it." I'm like, bro,
Dude, they already
you know
taxed
what I
me
mean?
like
With that shit.
The fucking-
that.
He had him and Davis Ryan were roommates and they were smart. So like whenever our seniors would fuck with us,
Bro,
they would come to our rooms.
the smartest, stupid motherfuckers I ever knew.
They would answer the door naked all the time, and the seniors didn't want to like.
Like, what? Yeah, exactly. What a smart move. Like,
Yeah,
hey, if
it's
I'm
smart.
fucking butt ass naked, these dudes don't want to see my dick and balls getting hazed.
Yeah, also like you don't want to get hit with a charge or anything, like being involved.
Yeah,
in
for
that
sure.
kind of-
Yeah. Is
All
there
right.
any other machine gunners that are worth mentioning that are notable? 'Cause we've-
Yeah, Bar, let's
Oh, we
let's
did
talk
it.
about some legendary machine gunnery, man.
Legendary machine gunnery. We should have done this in the beginning, not at the end.
We should have, man, but
But we mentioned all.
this is my last drink I'm pouring, man.
No, yeah,
I
we're
want to talk
almost.
about some hardcore fucking machine gunnery, man. I'm fucked up.
I got an idea.
Hey, dude, you're the one with the fucking fuck, dude. I just poured bitters all over my desk. You're the one with the page, man. So
Yeah.
I want to. What you got?
What do I
look at
have?
this. I got Jamie pulling this up for me right now.
Dude, Jamie's not here, dude. He's a pussy.
I am
Go
Jamie.
ahead. Hey, Jamie Voorhees,
Stinger.
pussy. It's plain and simple.
Do you guys know what the Stinger is?
Yes.
So yeah, I'm sure you do your history buff, but for people who don't know, I'll bring this up real quick. So this is pretty fucking crazy. This is again on the Battle of Iwo Jima where Barcelona died. I think his name was Robert. First name, don't quote me on that. I can't find it right now. But his Corporal Tony Stinger or Corporal Tony Stein was his name, and he made the Stinger on Iwo Jima, which was an M2 aircraft machine gun. And then he took the buttstock of an M1 Grand and put it on the machine gun. And then he was able to get a bipod from a BAR. And he pretty much effectively made the first like light automatic weapon on Iwo Jima and slayed bodies with this motherfucker and like just built it by hand. And it was like the first time that the Marine Corps realized that like something like a saw like would be fucking sweet on the battlefield. And it fired between 1,200 and 1,500 rounds per minute. But I think it's impressive that this dude just scrapped together 3 weapons like it's fucking Fallout and then started wrecking Japanese with it.
I wish there was something we could do like that with mortars, like be that creative, but it's kind of hard when
You don't want to do that with mortars, dude.
well, but it's like there's not what I'm trying to say is like there's not too much creativeness you could do with a mortar system because it's like
Exactly.
At the end of the day, man, mortars, they do have their effectiveness on the modern battlefield because in order for machine gunners to take position and actually start laying hate and discontent to the enemy, we need mortarmen to do so.
Well, I
That's
mean,
where y'all come into play.
Shitty
Absolutely.
bums, baby.
Cody,
Absolutely, yes.
you get
So,
creative like this. This is what they do in Syria. They just take like piping and put it on wheels and make a fucking propane tank bomb that they drop down.
yeah. Yeah, but this is actually
Syria's
what I'm about
yeah.
to share here is probably one of the earliest images of a machine gunner I have. So obviously machine gunners, they came about in World War One, but doing deflate fire. But this right here, this is a machine gunner. Fuck, dude.
I can bring it up.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Sure, Bar. I'll send it to you, man.
Yeah.
What's the story?
I don't know, man. It was a fucking Nazi. So at the end of the day, man, like America's machine gunner doctrine comes from the Nazis in World War II. Like, I'm not gonna fucking lie, dude. Those dudes are hopped up on some ADHD meds.
Oh, they were on meth. They were 1000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. On meth, on ADHD meds, Vyvanse, Adderall, Strattera, you fucking name it. That's what they're on. They're like,
It's called
hey,
Pervitin.
y'all are hopped up on meds. Here's the MG42. Go invade Poland. Let's see what happens. And that's 100% what happened. But that's really where we got the doctrine for modern machine gunnery was that right there. It was fucking Germans, Nazi Wehrmacht motherfuckers hopped up on meds behind an MG34 or an MG42, laying hate and discontent to some motherfuckers. They're like, hey, that's what actual direct fire infantry support looks like, is these guys. Like everything we have, every step of the way of American machine gunnery comes from the Germans. I'm not saying that to be like some racist Nazi motherfucker. I'm saying that as an actual historian. Like, it comes from the Germans. Those are the dudes that wrote the fucking book. I'm like, hey, we're going to give you a general purpose medium machine gun. You're going to go shoot the bad guys with it. And that's what's going to allow your rifleman buddies to go stab them in the fucking chest with a bayonet in the town that you're trying to capture.
And the MG42 was actually an amazing machine gun that they invented because I believe it was like one of the first that was able to do a barrel change, which was like a huge problem with machine guns back in the day because they were like, our barrels are heating up. And the Nazis are like, well, just swap them out. And it's actually the predecessor of the M240. And the M60 all originated from the MG42, which is cool.
Yeah, so the M240 it derives off of the Mag 58, which is a French machine gun, and then the M60 also derives off the MG42, American design machine gun. But at the end of the day, they both come from the design overall of the MG42 with a quick interchangeable barrel system, also shooting a 30 caliber machine gun round.
That thing's huge.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. These sounds like the origins of machine gunnery. It sounds a lot more badass than like the origins of mortarman stuff, just because like our stuff probably comes from Napoleon, and it's like, okay, we got the French.
Yeah. I mean, dude, y'all guys are shooting fucking 13 pounders at guys on horses. That shit's badass. Like at the end of the day, like what were machine gunners doing back in 1939? Okay, cool. There's a bunch of Polacks out there in the field. Let's light them up with this MG34 and see what happens. Like, no, at the end of the day, I think what's more badass is, hey, that's Napoleon over there, that fucking godlike character. Here's my 9-pound cannonball. I'm gonna load this into a cannon and fucking shoot it at a bunch of dudes on horseback and see what happens.
Here's my chicken patty that's got mold on it for the past 3 weeks that we
right.
So I'm a big historian buff, man. That's how I get kids to join the Marine Corps, because I want them to be in love with history as I am.
Makes you feel connected to it.
Yeah, dude, it really does, man. Like, and that's honestly at the end of the day what all the buy-in is from. Anybody that's listening to this podcast that is currently serving in the Marine Corps, dude, just press that make believe button, dude. Feel like you're actually out there in the battlefield.
And don't
Like
do
there's somebody out there actively trying to kill you, and it's 100% going to make you better at your job because
Yeah.
it's just like there's somebody out there that's trying to kill you.
I
Whether
would like to add on to that.
whether they're 20 years old, like they're there to harm you. Beat them.
Yeah, I definitely want to add on. I definitely want, I want to bring up the Pervitin, but I want to add on to what you just said. So like for Marines who are still in, hitting the believe button is really hard to do when you're not in a position of leadership. But if you're in a position of leadership, like where you're a team leader, a section leader, it's a lot easier for you to hit that believe button because you can make everyone below you also hit it because like you're issuing that order, like let's hit the believe button. And you can either go about it a gay way, like, oh, we're going to get like G.I. Joe'd in the field and like do everything that's like super difficult and just piss all my Marines off, like, which I wouldn't recommend. Or you can do it like a more controlled manner. Like something that I did was I unfortunately only got to do this once because of PC principle. But one thing that like I did with all my junior Marines is like we started this 4 a.m. PT, like where we all got like cami painted up and like acted like we're going to the field. And we ran around Wallace Creek and did a bunch of like tactical drills and stuff to like really hit that belief button. And it sucked. But at the end of it, everyone loved it because like everyone got to buy into it and be like, this is kind of what we signed up for. Like I get to wake up and do like G.I. Joe shit. But I'm also giving my Marines enough time at the end of the day to like clean up and get chow and like also have a respectable living. Like you kind of have to like treat them like good on the back end too. You just don't want to like constantly be pushing their dick in.
For sure, man.
Don't work.
And then, Barr, after you mention the Pervitin stuff, I'll mention something, and then we'll wrap it up with the final words.
That's cool. Yeah, you were saying Nazis on meth. This was the drug that they took. It was Pervitin. It was the straight up just meth tablets. And there's a really funny story about, I believe it was a Finnish soldier. So the Soviet Union invaded Finland, and there was this Finnish soldier who they were all on skis to get around on the snow. And they got attacked by the Soviets, him and his team. And he was point man, so he's got to like navigate like out of the woods. So he goes to take some Pervitin, and he, rather than taking like one tablet, he takes like this entire fucking pack and like gets completely methed out and leaves his team behind. And he's like just skiing through the woods in Finland, like by himself. And I think it was for 3 days he was high on meth. And in one of his encounters, he comes across a Soviet like bivouac site, like where they're all like camping and like sleeping out at. And he skis right through the fucking camp and they're all shooting at him. And he doesn't get hit and manages to keep going. And he ended up later actually standing on a landmine and getting his leg blown up, but he got saved. And I think it's a really crazy World War II story. This dude who just got croaked down on meth and skied right through an enemy encampment unshaved. Like, just like what a weird fucking thing to happen. Yeah, let's wrap it up with this final advice.
Yeah, so I'll mention something real quick, and then I'll just ask you guys the question, and then you ran it off. But it's mostly a 2-8 centered podcast. Most of us are out, but there's still a decent chunk of guys in 2-8, but I feel like I have to mention it. So last month, there was a Marine in 2-8 who did pass away. His name was Lance Corporal John Getz, if I'm saying that right. He was in third. He was in Golf Company 3rd Platoon. Obviously, we don't know him per se. There's a lot of guys in 2-8 that do know him or were privileged to know him. I assume he was buried just recently. I've been kind of keeping tabs on it, but I feel like I should at least address it, for the guys that are in 2-8.
For sure.
I'm not really good at these kind of things, especially with death or something like that, but just understand that, the Grim Reaper can come in any moment. So, don't wait until something bad happens, to let your family or your friends know that you love them. And to the guys that are in 2-8 and to the family and friends of John Getz, I send my condolences and my prayers to you guys.
Let's do this last piece of advice because I got to take a piss.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
What's this what
you want to do?
Or any machine gunner shit, man?
Huh?
Machine gunner shit.
No, we wanted to give advice to people. From
Advice to the word.
Advice wise. Before we get into this, you have right here Sergeant Barron Barr. He has done 6 years in the Marine Corps infantry, got out, living his own life. And you have myself. I've done 8 years in the Marine Corps. I plan on making a career out of it. I want to retire after 22 years. So, Cody, if you have any questions for the two of us, you have one guy that is getting out, you have one guy that wants to make a career out of it. What questions do you have for both of us too?
I got nothing, man. I mean, like I said, what is, the way I always frame it is, to anybody who is listening now or, in the future, whether it's 5, 10, 100 years from now that are listening to this, they're in the military, whatever it is they want to do, what advice do you give to them if they choose to stay in, they choose to get out, just, because at the end of the day, you guys were in their shoes at some point. So what would you say to them, if you could go look at them?
I could go.
Sorry, I'll let you go first, man.
Real quick, I'll say if you're in, just stay fit, stay on top of your job, know the job below you and above you, and you'll always be good as golden, and know who you're talking to, and it will behoove you to talk about the things that person likes. I won't get into too much detail, but like if you know like that your company commander is like into like some hobby, if you know about the hobby and you talk to him about that, you just get brownie points and it makes your life so much easier. But besides that, getting out, I would say immediately upon getting out, like just let your hair down, dude. Like give yourself however much time you think that you can comfortably afford to just like really chill and like get back into like civilian life and like experience all your freedoms again. Is really important, like to really understand like how nice it is to just be a free guy and kind of get like your life back. But I would say before that, like kind of have a plan when you get out. Like just don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go home and just do what I was doing before, like before high school. Definitely don't do that. Have some sort of plan and direction. Like I said, let your hair down, enjoy your time off and being a free man. Don't get in any fucking trouble. And as a civilian, you'll realize you can make a hell of a lot more money, and it's easier to make a hell of a lot more money than when you were in. And don't think that all of like the tactical stuff that you've learned in the Marine Corps really isn't like useful in the civilian sector. But I would say that our standard of the attention of detail in which we needed to know our jobs in MOS is extremely important in transferring the civilian world, because it makes you so much better than everybody else. Like I go to school and these kids look like fucking Goonies who don't know their fucking left foot from their ass. Like if you go and you got a head on your shoulders getting in the civilian world and like you're just knowledgeable and like you treat it like as if you're still in the Marine Corps and you're just up to date on your job, you'll do really well. Really, really well. And take advantage of your benefits too. Like VA home loan, the GI Bill, all that stuff is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Solid advice.
What do you got, Tanner?
For those boys that are deciding to stay in the Marine Corps and want to make a career out of it, don't be afraid to take on the challenge of doing a special duty assignment. Whether it be recruiter, drill instructor, combat instructor, every which is going to be difficult in some point or at some time within that duty assignment. Being a drill instructor, I have gone down to Paris Island. I have talked to drill instructors. They have wished they had my job as a recruiter. I have wished that I have had their job as a drill instructor. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter what special duty assignment you do. It is going to be difficult. Just know that whatever the Marine Corps demands out of you, you need to be prepared to give 100% of your body and your soul towards the Marine Corps.
110%.
110%, yes. So it's awesome in recruiter. You literally ask Barr, dude. Like I have all of the information in the world I need to steal your identity.
I don't know what you'd be stealing from him, but I'm trying.
I want to do some clip farming. I need to get a thumbnail for every one of us.
A thumbnail? From each of us?
No. I need to get the symbol in. Oh, fuck, I don't know if I can get it all in.
So you would only be able to. So you have to make a noise, I think, while you do it, because it'll only catch you if you're on the video. All right, you got it. It went through. All right. Well, I would say the 31st episode was a wild success. I think we would agree.
Yeah.
Hey,
no,
hey,
it's good.
Cody, I'll go and tell you, man. I know I have I've talked to you in passing. Maybe me sending you a direct message over Instagram, whatnot.
Yeah.
On behalf of everybody from 2-8 Prime, I thank you for sure.
Yeah. Big shout out.
Because you are one of the only people that actually keep that fucking killer mindset alive. So
Yeah.
Thank you
keep
for
on
all
doing
those
what you
kind
do.
words.
Keep on doing what you do.
Yeah, I definitely respect you for running the podcast. I think it's dope. Keeping culture alive and keeping people just in tune of 2-8 culture is fucking cool, dude. It's like, I don't know how it's keeping it revived and alive, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, dude, I'll be honest. Like upstairs, literally the floor above me, I have a son. He is 2 months away from being born. Whenever he is of age, right, he might be gay, fucking a pussy. Who knows? I don't know. It's fucking unknown at this point. But if he is somewhat a man, I'm going to show him this shit right here and be like, this is your father. He was a fucking killer. He was a murderer. And this is a group of degenerates he was with.
My dad's a
He's
red.
gonna sit here and look at fucking Steele, Barr, DePriest, and go like, that's what I got to live up to right there. So that is why I respect this shit, because we're keeping the old school mentality of don't fuck with us or we're gonna fucking bash your face in. We're keeping that alive.
As a thank you, you could always just name your son after me. I mean, that would always help too.
No, I'll be honest. My wife's gonna hate this because she wants to keep it secret. My son's name, Knox Timothy DePriest.
AKA Warthog.
He is not a gay liberal faggot, or else I'm gonna punch him right in the fucking mouth. But yeah, that's his name. So
He's gonna be trans as fuck.
Yes.
he is here too much, so we'll see what happens. But I want him to be a fucking killer. I want him to join the Marine Corps. I want him to be a fucking 03 because that's this right here is where life is. 100%.
I love that. Perfect note to end on, I think. You gentlemen agree?
Yeah, good episode for sure.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep tabs with the both of you gentlemen after this one. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that'll be it for us. Bye, everybody.
Gentlemen.